Hold up, man. That turned sideways before it came down. No way.
One of the world's biggest mysteries is whether there are other intelligences outside our own known world. When we look up at the night sky, we can't help but wonder if it's looking back at us. In 2020, I was contacted by a man who has devoted his life to finding and collecting evidence of unidentified aerial phenomena, and was shown video footage over the years that Daniel has collected what we believe to be an intelligence of another existence other than mankind.
Definitely some of these things are extra-dimensional.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So in 2024, I made the decision to make the 4,000-mile trip to spend 48 hours with Daniel to witness and document these events for myself and try to understand what is really going on.
Oh my God. There's another one off in the distance. Oh my God, Dad.
After a tense 9-hour flight and transition into a different time zone by 5 hours, we finally land at our first destination, Orlando, Florida.
Oh well, we're finally in Orlando, Universal Studios. It's been super cool. We had to pay a visit to the park before we start filming any kind of videos, before I head to Tennessee. But wait a minute. Is that... we've got a fellow YouTuber. Should we go say hi? Should we go say hi?
Yeah.
What's this? We've got a fellow YouTuber. What's going on?
How you doing?
How's it going, man?
Oh, what?
I've actually seen these videos a few times.
Have you?
Yeah, Sean Sambrook.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go, man.
Nice to meet you.
That's good, man.
Take care.
Take care, buddy. So that was unusual, bumping into any other YouTuber who lives not too far from Manchester. It's pretty random, coaster dad. But anyway, I think we should ride Spider-Man. 100%. This is actually a good ride. We actually read this yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it's super good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I think Sarah's favourite is the Hulk. I enjoyed it, but I nearly passed out on it for some weird reason. Like, yeah, I was white and my whole vision was going white. It's never happened before. And then, lo and behold, it happened. As soon as it went down to the second part here, then my vision was just starting to go grey. I was just like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not actually enjoying this right now. What a beast. Guys, leave me a comment right now. Have you been to Orlando, Universal Studios, and rode this? It's an absolute monster. I think this thing was like built in 1994. And it's just like, what on earth? Yeah, it's crazy. I love it. Absolutely love it. Debating whether to ride it or not. I might even pass out, who knows. Alright, so Darksiders. Busch Gardens time.
Yep.
So I just actually rid Iron Gwazi. Sarah would not ride the ride with me, I have no idea why.
Because it malfunctioned like twice.
It malfunctions.
Last week.
Honestly. So yeah, anyway, Busch Gardens, I've been wanting to come here for a very long time as well, so we're finally here. I'm going to ride all the rides, whether Sarah's on the rides with me or not.
I'll get on them, but not the Wazzy.
Why?
It's not doing it.
You went on Red Force at Portaventura.
I know.
Like, do you know what I mean? That's ruthless, that one is.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's just something, it looks just not fun.
Nah, it's
We
good.
Look at the cheetah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like, come on. Jesus. Drop me a comment. Ooh, that's real firm. Drop me a comment if you've been to Busch Gardens as well. I want to know your thoughts. Hands down, I've been wanting to ride this for years, but this is my favourite part of the ride right now. That. Zero Giro. That is great. Honestly, such a crazy ride. So good. Alright, so we just come off riding this absolute beast. So good. What did you think of that? Because I didn't think he was actually going to ride that.
I don't know. I was expecting it to be a lot scarier.
What?
Yeah.
But yet you won't go on Iron Gwazi.
I don't know about Iron Gwazi.
Come on, let's just try and get to it. Come on.
What's up without that one?
What do you mean there's something about it?
No, we'll see.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, no. That didn't scare me.
I think for like stuff like dive coasters and things.
Yeah.
Red Force, Spain.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's going to beat
Never get on
that.
that again.
No. It's absolutely it's insanity. It's just insanity. Just type in Red Force, Spain at Portaventura, check it out. It's absolutely insane. And I was
Not for the
surprised.
faint-hearted.
It's not for the faint hearted, but I'm surprised you even went on that. To be honest with you,
No.
it was
You made
convincing.
me.
Yeah, I did say I like pay
You're
for.
guilt tripping me.
Yeah, I was guilt tripping.
It
Right.
was only me and him.
Yeah, I must admit I did. It's officially Saturday. Today is my birthday. Today I'm 34. Oh dear. But anyway, nothing changes. We've got a 1 minute. I know I'll film this. 9 hour and 23 minute drive to Tennessee to go meet up with Daniel, aka UAP Contact. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see what the deal is in Tennessee. What are we doing? 9 hours and 23 minutes. This is going to be a chronic drive this.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, so I'm off to film off a phone at this point in time. I didn't get my camera out the bag, I was too tired. We were supposed to get at 1 AM, but we ended up sleeping until 3 AM. Just being lazy. We had a long day. We've had a long week, to be fair, doing all the theme parks. Did Volcano Bay yesterday, that was awesome. But yes, we are officially on the road. Ugh, there we go. Alright, so a good few hours into the trip, it's becoming daylight. Well, it was daylight, it's pretty much pitch black again now. So we just hit a storm in Atlanta, in Georgia. It did say there was going to be flash floods along the way, but literally a second ago we had to pull over in hard shoulder and then pull for services because literally we couldn't see anything. It was just absolutely white out, absolutely insane lightning and stuff like that. We've got 5 hours and 54 minutes to go, 403 miles, and yeah, now we've got flash floods.
Oh.
To get to Tennessee, like what is going on?
It's absolutely insane.
Absolutely mental. I
It's
can't
actually
believe it.
terrifying. Like it's.
Yeah, no, it was definitely the worst like I've seen ever. Like the way it just came down was just like instant. Absolutely insane.
It was like 3 months worth of rain in like the space of like 10 minutes. It was absolutely carnage.
Yeah, it's crazy. But we did actually read a news article basically saying about that the residents of Atlanta or whatever having to prepare again for like is it the third night of flash floods and stuff. I think some places are like 12 feet underwater, which is like swimming pool.
Insane,
deep.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's your house.
Yeah.
Like gone, do you know what I mean? So it's absolutely insane. So we're cruising at like 60 miles per hour.
Taking our sweet time.
Yeah, taking our sweet time
Yeah.
right now. It wasn't as bad, it's not as bad now as it was before, but holy shit, that was absolutely insane. I couldn't believe it. What beats me out as well is these lorries. Because obviously
know.
like they're in the middle lane. If you're in the middle lane, if anyone wants to slam on, that's it, everyone's dead in it, do you know what I mean? The weight of that truck is just gonna just kill everyone who's mapping it basically. But yeah, it's worrying. It's freaky shit. I'm kind of thinking we shouldn't have left for Orlando now.
Yeah.
The Sunshine State.
Yeah.
The rain.
To this.
Going on. Yeah, this is. Hey, look, we're in Brighton. What's going on?
Hell.
I'm back at home. No, I'm
definitely ain't living in Brighton.
Definitely not Brighton. But yeah, we have this much longer to go.
Oh, I was 53.
Which isn't too bad really, considering we've done worse.
It's gone quite quick to be fair.
Yeah.
But man, holy shit, that was absolutely insane a second ago. I've not had a chance to switch over to my camera as well. The camera's actually in the boot of the car. There was no way I was getting the camera out in this weather, no way. So unfortunately you got to deal with some Samsung S20 FE
Quality.
business. We've downgraded camera lens from the updates to keep hearing.
Doesn't look too bad though.
No.
No.
On pro mode, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Right, well, let's just look anyway.
So yeah. Here we go.
I've actually just received an emergency alert saying the state is severe, saying National Weather Service. A flash flood warning is in effect for this area until 11:30 a.m. This is dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order.
It's absolutely mental, look.
Like, what is going on in it? But it doesn't seem that bad right now, does it? I mean, look at all that.
not
You can
right
see
now.
it's water. Look at the fields.
Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, so it must be pretty bad around here. It's quite flat in it along. But yeah, I've never had to. Well, I've never received a warning on my phone
Like
before.
that. Like, yeah, I didn't get one though.
You not got one?
No.
Ah, see.
That's weird.
That's what I mean. I'd be getting alerts
Look
like
at
this now.
Flooding.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just hope we can get through Georgia pretty quick and just get out of this flood area, innit?
Yeah. That doesn't look very promising down there though.
No, it doesn't. It looks like it's going grey again.
Yeah.
Shit.
And we've got another
5 hours, 19 minutes to go.
mental.
Oh, man.
Pray for us. We shall keep you updated.
Yeah, looking at all that, it's just nothing but grey clouds. I feel like I'm storm chasing.
Oh yeah.
Fucking DARKAUDIOUS TV storm chase out here.
But yeah, wish us luck.
What a nightmare.
Oh my god.
So-
We literally ended up in the ghetto on night.
This is so bad. Like we're downtown Atlanta right now. The fucking doors locked. It is so rough around there. But it's funny, right? Because I watch a program called The First 48. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's like a murder show, and basically
God.
all the episodes are pretty much from around here in downtown Atlanta. Now look at the state of this. This is the slums, isn't it? The ghetto.
It's rough, like
People
rough.
begging outside the roads and shit. And I just want to get to fucking Tennessee.
I know.
It's so rough. So rough. What is going on? Just careful what you're filming, because people start fucking slinging bullets at us.
Stop it.
Nah, honestly.
I know.
Start getting fucking weirded out.
In Tennessee, we got them hoods, grown women, they be popping, they on this shit, so they ain't talking unless it's involving surprise. In Tennessee, we be hustling, if you breezing, we don't trust it. Only pussies do drive-bys, we just walk up on your bus. In Tennessee, we rep the city hard, and plus we city sharp, we don't.
After a really grim 14-hour drive and getting stuck in traffic and a million diversions, we finally get to our final destination, Tennessee.
In Tennessee.
Hello.
Okay, so it's been a super long few days. The drive here was absolutely insane. Finally got here. We've had a nap and we're about to do some crazy stuff. No joke. This is some unusual, one-of-a-kind stuff that you won't see anywhere else on YouTube. No joke. Linked up with UAP contact finally after how many years, bro? How many years we've been talking for now?
Long time.
Yeah, a long time. So, what is going on? So, man, what is going on? Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, man.
This is going to be interesting. I mean, this is not just like your normal UFO stuff. This is also you strange Bigfoot things happening in the area.
Spirits, cryptids,
Yeah.
extra dimensional. All that. Well, who knows, man?
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, I've been looking at your content for God knows how long now. Like, the stuff you've been capturing is just, like, absolutely insane.
Well, we're gonna be walking right into it.
Oh my god.
Hopefully we'll get some more.
Yeah, are you ready for this? We just kind of just like walk up.
Yeah. I am and I'm not, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
See, Freya is.
She's ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Freya's ready. Ah.
She's a girl of few words.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I know you're nervous for this, aren't
Well,
you?
yeah, obviously.
Why? Why are you so nervous?
It's different environment, different country. The stuff that I'm seeing, that Daniel's filmed and stuff is like really...
Not to mention about the ass probing.
And that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That might be more of a downtown kind of thing. But yeah, man, we're gonna take those sticks and all that, trying to call out to them, see if we can't get some activity above and below.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, there's caves under here. I didn't tell you that, dude.
Yeah, well, there's that cave nearby, isn't there?
I mean, under your feet.
Really? Is that cave under your feet? What? This is
Caves
crazy, isn't it?
under this property. Yeah.
But this whole entire area we're on now is all Civil War battlefield.
Yeah, there was actually a Civil War encampment right here where these houses are.
Yeah.
So yeah. They found musket parts and all kinds of stuff right here.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
And you were saying about the coffin?
We don't know what it is.
Casket.
There's some kind of people have come to metal detect and found like Civil War relics, and there's some type of I don't know. It's the shape of a coffin, and it's in the back.
Wow.
So we don't know what it is. We have no idea. Nobody's dug it up. I mean, for all we know, it could be like some kind of Civil War gold chest or something.
Yeah.
So-
Could be sat in a multi-million
we could be
gold mine right
yeah,
now.
Exactly right.
Maybe
Or it
best-
could be a box of dynamite. You dig it and blow it up.
Exactly, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Maybe best to leave it there just in case, you
Yeah,
know,
you
and even
never
if it
know.
was a spirit. Not normal.
Yeah.
Oh god, okay. Even if it was like a person, then that might not be a good thing to dig it up, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is that I told you there was a mom and dad and then 2 daughters, and then the grandparents that lived in the cabin. And my dad and my stepmom went and met with one of the daughters and told her, she pulled out all these pictures. She was telling them about all the history about the guy that shot himself in the driveway,
Yeah.
about the aunt that got killed at the end of the drive pulling out into the road, the family that all of them died in the car except for 2 when they went to leave. But she said, she was telling them all that, and my dad, and when they went to leave, they said, "You're welcome to come back anytime." And she goes, "No, I'm never going back there again."
Oh, weird.
So nobody knows. Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be more shit that she's not talking about. you know?
Yeah.
So
Wow. Let's do this.
So yeah, the whole land we're on right now in Murfreesboro is just like totally haunted. They've got so much history. This location we're standing right now is old Civil War battlefield. It's just find it absolutely crazy. You know, in the UK it's more like gladiator style stuff, but you know, the Civil War over here is just like something else, wasn't it? Really. I mean, you hear about like Gettysburg, for example. That's like the more known one kind of thing. But you know, just to think that was happening like right here, like how many years ago, is just like mind blowing. So. You never know, man. This could be just like
And
some ultra hot.
Stones River Battlefield's not even 2-3 miles this way.
Really? Wow, it's crazy.
Major battle there, and then there was another battle when they were trying to cross the creek down here. There's
Yeah.
a whole battlefield there with the trenches still dug.
Wow. And not to mention, Daniel did tell his house is haunted as well.
Yeah.
So
And don't forget Native Indians.
Native Indians as
Native
well. We've got
Americans.
Native Indians cryptids.
Trail of Tears ran back here.
Wow.
The Trail of Tears is right.
They tried.
Which where they marched all the Indians and made them leave and march out
Really?
west.
Wow.
Yeah, and they called it the Trail of Tears because
Oh
they
my god.
basically made them march and leave, and a lot of them died along the way.
Oh.
Wow.
But it runs right along this river right
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy, isn't
now.
it?
So,
That's insane.
Wow.
so you got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
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 Crazy interesting.
Are you ready for this, Karl?
So you've been saying this all week. Are you ready
I
for
don't
this?
know if you are.
I've been dragging on the roller coasters all week, and she kept saying, "Are you ready for this?" No, are you ready for this?
No.
You all right, Sarah?
Big ass petals from the trees over there.
Whoa! What was that?
You see what I mean? That sounds like a coyote.
Right. Okay. Because that at first it kind of sounded like it was like
Yeah, it did. Almost.
what you captured,
Yeah.
but then it kind of like tweaks into that animal sound.
I have it.
Right. Yeah. Right, okay, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. Right, synced.
But I think whatever that is out here, I think they try to mimic. Because I've had them, like I was standing out here one night, and we don't have to do this in order or nothing. You can cut and edit and shit, right?
Yeah.
So I was standing out here one night, and I heard like this little like a whistle, real high pitched.
Yeah.
It was down here, because this drops off down here and goes. There's a pond right down here, and then there's the creek, and the creek runs all the way back. And so I was standing down here, and I heard like a real high pitched whistle. And birds don't really come out at night.
Yeah.
But this was actually cold too, so it was like, and so I stood here, and I was listening, and then I heard another one over here do it, like that, and then I heard one back here go. There's like 3 of them, and they were like, it felt like they were like whistling to one another.
It's freaky.
Like kind of like surrounding where I was or something.
God.
This clip is from one of Daniel's nightly investigations. At one part of the video, you can clearly hear what sounds to be an eerily whooping sound, which people who usually investigate Bigfoot have heard many times, and is associated with the Bigfoot theories. Listen to Daniel's video carefully.
I hope that picked up on camera.
Now listen to this video from another YouTuber who investigates Bigfoot sightings, who has also captured a very similar sound.
It came from down over there. Hello?
It is said that people who investigate cryptids such as Bigfoot and UFOs, or UAPs as they are now called, are both associated and are linked in some way, which begs the question, how and why would they be linked together?
Yeah, there's another guy that made a YouTube video, a documentary, up north, and he was going out in an area similar to this up north.
Yeah.
And where there's houses, they're kind of sparse here. I mean, we don't have a house until the next hillside.
Yeah.
And then over here is just a church, and then there's a house on the other side of it. But he was going out in the woods because he was noticing weird stuff happening and hearing strange sounds. And
Yeah.
And so he was going out and videoing and recording, and yeah, he did like a call, and he heard whoop, whoop, and it's the same exact sound as
That's
the one
crazy.
out here.
I don't know. Like every time I listen to that sound, it just like gives me super chills and goosebumps so bad.
Yeah.
Like we watched it how many times in the house before? I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
And then you got the screams and stuff. Too.
Yeah. So
Remember
bizarre.
those two? There were two things that were. One was literally right here
Yeah.
at the tree line, and then there was another one answering it right off in the woods over
That's
here.
crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
and it's making vowel sounds like dogs can't do E sounds
Yeah.
and stuff, and it was going
Yeah.
like weird.
I'm about to have a heart attack. About to have a heart attack. Oh my God. There's another one off in the distance. Oh my God, dude. I don't know how I'm gonna be brave enough to do this. I'm about to do this.
So do you think it's going to be linked to, obviously, you know, what's happening above in the skies and stuff with all the other stuff you've been capturing?
Man, I don't know, man. I know that there's a correlation between, you know, whatever you want to call it, UFO, UAP activity, whatever,
Yeah.
and cryptid sightings. And I was talking to some people recently, from the Discovery Channel, and one of them was telling me that they've often speculated that perhaps that whatever those are could be dropping them off.
Yeah.
And having them do like scouting or something.
Yeah,
I had no
integrating in
idea,
some
man.
weird way.
God.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
hunting for them maybe.
You'd
who
wonder
knows?
what
Yeah.
kind of scouting. Do you know what I mean? What are they looking for? What kind of?
Well, they could be hunting like deer, because there's deer all over the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Oh.
they could be, you know, you got the missing 411 stuff. People disappear.
Yeah.
That's freaking
Is
out.
there any, like, have you heard of any kind of animal mutations happening around here?
Mutilations?
You know, yeah, mutilations.
Well, years back, there was a known satanic cult that was going in the woods back here.
Oh my God.
And a friend of mine had come upon 3 dogs that had been ritually sacrificed, which is terrible.
It's horrible.
I love dogs, obviously. So, yeah, I mean that, as far as like something unknown, like cattle mutilations and stuff, I
yeah.
haven't heard, but that doesn't discount it. You know,
Yeah.
farmers around here probably wouldn't talk about it.
And
if they-
crop circles, any of that?
Not that I know of, But again, farmers in this area, Bible Belt, you know, they're probably not going to be too keen on publicity and telling people about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And there's definite activity though.
Yeah.
You know, I've got tons and tons, 3 years worth of footage of stuff, you know, inexplicable stuff. Here,
Crazy.
even just in this spot right here.
Crazy. Right, okay, so Daniel, tell me about the sticks.
They don't have a real name. I made up a name. I call them knocking sticks. But cryptid activity is renowned to, you'll hear like stuff knocking on trees, knocking on wood. And so I just cut 2 really solid cedar sticks. I wrapped them in my wolf dog that passed. I wrapped them in some of her bandages for the handles. But I just come out here and I'll give it 3 good wraps, and then I'll wait.
See,
And then I'll give it some time. I'll video and shit, and then and stuff, whatever. And then I'll break them out and I'll do it again, you know. And
see, why?
just pulled stuff in.
Sorry, man. Why do you think they make like the sounds of sticks banging in the woods?
I think they're signaling one another
Is that what it is? So it's not kind of like openly talking to each other. It's just kind of like
to signal to let them know,
yeah.
like different. I don't know, honestly.
Do you
I
think?
just know it's very pronounced. Like it happens a lot when they're
Yeah.
a lot of cryptid stuff, you know.
So do you think they'd be knocking on trees and stuff just to like make it seem a bit more like less suspicious?
No, I think it's pretty conspicuous, you know, like because people don't generally knock on trees.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think it might be because the sound carries farther.
Yeah.
You know, a vocal sound, unless it's really loud, you know, it probably won't go as far as like a good rap on
Yeah.
a tree or something.
Yeah.
Or it could just be some kind of habit from holdover from, you know, if there's some kind of hybrid between people and primitive type humanoid or something.
Yeah.
It could just be an old habit. You know, I don't honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting stuff.
Yeah, man.
It's freaky, don't it? Because we're just discussing just then about like whether, you know, we show people this, like teach people how to do it. Is it a good thing? Because like, you know, Daniel said like, you know, I suppose we bear some sort of responsibility for people to go out and try and
think
doing
we
this.
do. Yeah, I think if you teach people how to do this stuff, and then you get just random Joe Schmo going out and doing it,
Yeah.
and something happens or they turn up missing,
Yeah.
you know, whose fault is that? You know,
Yeah, that's
some
just
of
it.
it falls on us.
And it ain't Dark Arts TV, you know what I'm saying?
Right. See, it even makes her nervous. Alright, we'll see what then.
So with this signaling as well, you just signal the skies and stuff like that.
Oh, with the lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this started back in 94.
Yeah.
That's how old I am. And I was just out of high school. And I was at a friend's house down the road. And we were just hanging out outside. They went in to go do something. I don't know what they went to do. I just had a regular old flashlight, not this one, just a regular doodle flashlight, you know. You
Yeah.
didn't even have bright flashlights really back then. And I was doodling in the sky and I made like this signal or whatever. And all of a sudden, a shooting star is what I thought went and shot right through the middle of it. And I was like, wow, you know, that was pretty cool. I guess maybe 2 weeks went by, and that was just down the road from right here. And I came out, and I was just out here in the driveway, and I happened to have my flashlight. I think I was getting something out of the car maybe, and I was like, I wonder, just for shits and grins, I looked up and did the same thing, and as soon as I did, something went and shot right through, and I was like,
crazy.
Like, what the fuck, man? So then I started coming out nightly, and like just doing it, and no joke, these little orb lights or whatever they are, they started showing up and moving, and they would do weird shit like crisscross, like all kinds of weird stuff. And so I did that for a long time, showed some friends, I had some friends that saw it, and they were like, wow, what is that, and this was back before drones and all of that stuff too. So they would go out and go camping, and they would show their friends, and people would go out. Some people were like, oh, it's just satellites, but
Yeah.
you can tell the difference between these and satellites. And so eventually time went by, and I moved off. I left, went off to a whole other state and lived for a while, and wound up coming back here, and wound up getting sick and moved back home. And I came out here one night. I had been sick for several years already, and it didn't ever occur to me to come out here and try it again, And I was like, shit. And I was just walking up here with Freya going home, and I had this little light that I use on my hip, and I just stopped right here, literally about where I'm standing, and I shined once here, and then once overhead, because this clearing is shaped like an inverted V. And it's only maybe 15 feet wide at its biggest, and it's probably, I don't know, it's not very big. It's a very small portion of the sky. And as soon as I did, something lit up here, something lit up here, and then something lit up here. Something literally imitated my signal.
That's crazy.
And I just stood there like,
Oh my
what
God.
the
Yeah.
hell, man?
Yeah.
Mad.
And so that's when I was like, all right, I'm in, I'm all in. So
Yeah.
I bought a big light, full spectrum camera, and I've been coming out here for 3 years, signaling and getting responses.
It's crazy.
And capturing crazy stuff on footage, yes.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what tonight holds then. It's going to be interesting.
Personally, I'm just going to say a disclaimer. I wouldn't, if people see this, I wouldn't go out and do this. Just from my experience, it seemed to have opened doors. And I've told Karl this before, and these are doors you cannot close. I wouldn't dabble with it if you think you've got it under your belt. If you think you're some occult expert,
Yeah.
you're the wrong kind of person to be doing it. For one, nobody's an expert on the occult. The occult is a vast subject. You might have a lot of knowledge in one area here or there, but don't dabble. If you dabble, I don't want to have anything of that come back on my head. You know what I mean? Like, if something happens and somebody disappears or something, I don't.
And so me and Karl, just by us being here right now, is kind of us dabbling.
You are, yeah. Yeah, you had to know that, though. You
I
had
don't
to
know.
that. You had to know that coming into it, yeah. It has, seriously, you can't go. It's like going to a haunted location. Same thing.
Yeah.
You risk attachments. You risk stuff following you home. I study the occult quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all want to testify to that, but the whole thing about you're not allowed to follow me. You're not allowed, that might make you feel better, but it is not going to stop something from attaching to you. It won't. I hate to say that.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people do it. It will not prevent an attachment.
Yeah.
Just because your intent is not to have an attachment, there's a whole lot more that goes into interacting with spirits and
Yeah.
even protecting oneself. There's a reason why magicians make magic circles of protection and stuff. If it was just as simple as you're not allowed to follow me, there would be no need for a
Yeah.
circle of protection.
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
the
That is so
rituals.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it makes you feel better, that's fine, and you can go home with a clear conscience. But you're still just as much a target for anybody else for an attachment or
Yeah.
anything else.
100%.
So yeah, so if you do this kind of stuff, you just got to know that you're dabbling, you're meddling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like that. Hey, hush. Freya, hush. She never does that. In occult studies, you'll learn that spirits loathe the smell of people.
Yeah.
They do not like the smell of people.
They don't like the smell of people?
No, we apparently we stink really bad.
Really?
Yep. And so that's why you'll hear a lot of magicians and people that practice magic, and even like in witchcraft and stuff, they'll burn a lot of incense and different combinations of stuff, depending on what type of spirit they're trying to work with. Like the darker evil stuff, they tend to prefer smells that we don't like, like really strong, like sulfur, for example. You know, like they like the stuff that's even toxic to us in some instances.
Oh, God.
Like sulfur is toxic. Don't burn sulfur; it'll make you sick. But like when you're dealing with like angels and whatnot, like frankincense, myrrh, galbanum, labdanum, all of those things, they say to burn those, and it masks your scent, and it actually, the spirits like those, and so they'll come in and it draws them in.
Wow.
So do you remember years ago, I think if you guys have been watching the channel for quite some time, you remember the story I told, obviously how I got into the paranormal and things like that. So there was the main occurrence that happened in the house. What had happened was I woke up in the middle of the night about 5 o'clock in the morning, I think it was, and I had this like sensation of something burning into my knee. And when I looked down, there was like an incision, like gash, and I could see it into my leg. So that feeling of that burning sensation, I just had it in my right foot here. No joke. And I've not had that burning sensation since that night.
Really?
Yeah, but obviously, as I was about to say it, Freya would started to bark just then, yeah. And I thought that's a little bit weird, that. But yeah, in my bridge of my foot, it was like that burning sensation that I had on the night in like 2011, I think it was, when it all happened.
Well, right behind you, man, about 20 yards, maybe 10, 15 yards behind you is where that guy killed himself.
Really?
Yeah. Right there, yeah, right there.
No way.
He shot himself in the head and killed himself all those years ago.
I just thought that was really bizarre.
Yeah.
Because all I could describe that night as, my mum almost said the same thing with my brother, who was all in the house, they explained it as like a weird extraterrestrial experience rather than a ghostly experience, because everything was in monochrome. Right. Everything was like just grayscale and like dead strange and slowed down. But yeah, that sensation since that night.
There's a shadow entity that's been seen here quite a bit. I was standing out here one night, and I normally come out with Freya, with me. I came out by myself one night, just to see if it made a difference. And I had no sooner stood here than I felt something behind me, a presence, and I turned around, and right here at this old van right here, this thing never moved, I saw a child-sized figure, a silhouette of a figure lean around the van and look at me.
Oh my God.
No
But it was like it was hooded. It had a hood on.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna lie, I froze. I froze. I didn't know. I mean, it was involuntary. I was so shocked,
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw it, it went back. It was gone. And I stood here for a minute. And I was like, do I need to get the fuck out of here or what?
Yeah.
And then instead, just like when I heard the screaming and whistled out to it, I opted to stay. And I said out loud, I said, "You don't have to hide." And as soon as I said that, I saw it lean around the front of the van and look at me again.
Wow.
And so I stood here again. It froze me. I was like, like what?
Yeah.
Because the first time I wasn't really sure if I had seen. What
Yeah.
You know how you always.
So just
second-guess?
confirmed it, and if
Right.
Yeah.
And so I stood here for a few more minutes, and then I was like, in my head I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. And so I left. I went home. Well, the next day it rained. It just happened to rain. But the day after, because this is my dad's cabin here, he called me up and he said, "Did you write something on the hood of the van?" I said, "Write something on the van?" He goes, "Yeah, just in the, in the grime or whatever." He said, "Did you write something?" I said, "No, I didn't write anything." He said, "You didn't write anything on the hood of the van?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, I asked, Sandy, that's my stepmom." He said, "I asked her, she didn't do it, and we don't really have people on our property. This is pretty private here. You can see that."
Yeah.
And so the only thing I can think is it was that entity wrote something on the hood of the van. Had we seen it before it rained, we probably could have read it, but I've got photos of it, and it's very clearly writing. It wrote something on the hood of the van.
Wow.
It is said that people who have experienced the fifth kind, which is believed to be visitations from extraterrestrials, have some sort of mark or symbols left in or around the victim's property. If you look closely at Daniel's pictures, this doesn't look like anything of natural source that could cause or create this unusual pattern, which makes it highly suspicious given the circumstances and his unexplained findings on the land we are stood on.
From what I've seen, I mean, you did the picture invert as well. You can see it's definitely some kind of like weird writing. Maybe like an encrypted message of some sort.
Yeah, I tried to enhance it. Yeah. But actually what's really weird is the last symbol in the script, it almost resembles the astrological symbol for Jupiter, which is really bizarre, man.
Jupiter.
Yeah,
Right, okay, so we're going to play the 528 frequency.
all of them. we'll cycle through all of them.
Right,
Just gonna
okay.
let them play, yeah.
So the tones actually play a big part in obviously the whole, you know, manage to capturing things in the skies and hearing stuff in the woods.
Yeah, it's the solfeggio frequencies.
Yeah.
Each frequency has a different effect on consciousness and the environment. It's scientifically proven. If you look up cymatics,
Yeah.
it goes back to the theory of creation, really.
Yeah.
Where you look into the Bible, it talks about God said, when He created, He said, that was what it says. God literally said, "Let there be light," and then He said, you know, so His voice, the sound, is what created reality.
As Daniel begins to play the different frequency sound waves, it wasn't before long until we started to capture unusual activity.
Do that.
Yeah, listen to it.
I don't hear any, right?
Is it like a car?
Yeah, 'cause there's a car going past now,
Could be
but
somebody driving by.
in the distance it's like do 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 do.
Yeah, like.
Can you hear this?
Like Native Indian stuff.
Yeah, yeah, like.
Or is it a generator?
Don't know. It's,
I don't hear it. I don't hear anything.
yeah, I can hear it still.
I sincerely don't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
At all?
I mean, I can hear y'all. I can't hear what's wrong.
Listen to that. I can hear that.
Yeah, same.
It's like do 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 do. You can literally hear it. It literally sounds like someone's on a drum going boom 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 in the distance.
I don't know why somebody would be out here doing it.
Well, that's what I mean. It wouldn't be a normal thing to do at 1 a.m. Like
Yeah, like,
just parading through the forest, like banging drums and stuff.
that would make people mad, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to sleep.
That was bizarre.
Unfortunately, on our audio, we didn't capture what appeared to be a drum being played in the distance, but we was about to capture our first piece of evidence of UAP activity of the night.
We already got a response, just so you know.
So you got a response?
I already did. I call it my repeat visitor. It showed up already. That's what I was flashing at initially. Every time I flashed, it flashed back until it moved off.
No way.
Yep.
So what you got? The repeat visitor?
That's my repeat visitor, yep. And it's usually accompanied by really fast moving objects. So I'm expecting to see some of those really bright ones that streak past real quick, yeah. It's almost always followed by those. It makes me think it's got some kind of accompaniment, you know.
So we've just been playing the 528 hertz then, and you basically said you seen. What was it that you actually seen? Was it just like another light or?
Right overhead, directly overhead.
See, it's interesting because obviously when we're looking at the sky, you can't really see much. I thought I'd seen like an orange dot, but it's whatever's appearing on the footage is obviously in a different spectrum of light, meaning that, you know, we can't see it with the naked eye. Obviously you need something totally different to see it, but why is that? Do you know what I mean? Is that like I don't know.
Sometimes not. Sometimes it'll be.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? But it seems like majority of the time it is in full spectrum for some weird reason.
It's just the way it starts right here. You'll start seeing like little,
Yeah.
like we got a flash right up here. We got an object that literally right as soon as we started took off across the sky.
No way.
It's the day after, and we have a catch up with Daniel to revisit some of his best UAP captures before we head into the woods, where Daniel and many others have had strange extraterrestrial experiences.
See, the thing is, if it was a plane, you'd see the lights are so like distinguishable on it.
Well, that's what I was going to show you. This right here, there's a plane in the video. You can see what planes look like. Here, a plane. See. But I definitely don't ever signal planes.
Yeah.
Impede somebody's vision or anything.
It's a prop plane.
I doubt the flashlight would.
Oh, yeah, that's-
See, there's that's a plane. You can see that's clearly a
You can
plane.
hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So watch
Pretty
these.
neat. Don't signal planes. Not on purpose, anyway.
But look at this.
Oh yeah, look underneath.
Oh, what?
That.
What is that, though?
What?
What? Yo, what?
It's like following the plane.
No, it's not. It's just coming out right behind. It's coming over the clearing. It waited for the plane to go by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
Wow, right behind the plane.
Look how slow the planes would have been. It would have been gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
It kind of looked like it slowed right down then, and
Yeah.
it was like almost about to turn back round.
Or stop.
Yeah, look.
That's me. I moved just then. Really kind of canceled the movement out.
Like, what's causing it to emit that light though? Do you know what I mean? What is
It's
that?
like an orb of light. Unless it's a disc, you know, that's glowing, that you're just seeing the bottom of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So strange. I mean, last night's one, that went past really slow, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like really slow. Why would it be going past so slow?
Observing.
Observing.
When we're sitting there literally signaling,
Yeah.
you know, how many people do you think are out there doing that?
Well, that's just it. Yeah.
Yeah, you stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Especially with that light, it's got a half a mile range.
Yeah.
It's probably like,
Yeah. What is that?
what are these crazy people doing?
Yeah. In fact, you've actually got footage as well on you of one where it starts flashing back.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that one again, because that was just like, what the hell?
To the first. But watch this right here. This one will come up. This is where it comes up over the tree line.
Oh yeah, look.
See, look, it's just appearing now.
It's a car.
So at this point in time, you can't actually see this with the naked eye.
You can.
You can, but just very faint.
No, sometimes it's very blatant.
Really?
Watching, yeah. Sometimes they're extremely visible. Like that one with the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily with the naked eye.
Yeah.
No way.
I
Watch this,
actually have
signal
my
it,
own
look.
footage of that.
Wow,
Yeah.
look. See that?
Signal it and it responds. Look at that. Here,
See-
I'll back it up and do it again. So you signal it. I signaled it 3 times. And then here it goes. Right here is the response. We're going to back it up one more time. There's actually 3. I didn't get the first one. And here it goes. Watch this.
Yeah, there. What the hell, man?
That's crazy, man.
Like, what is going on in it?
I have no idea, man. They're just, I think it's their way of saying, you know, we see you,
Yeah,
you know.
that is crazy.
Honestly, man, I think it's, my theory is, when you say angels and demons, people instantly go to religion and all of that stuff, but I just think that's the terminology that people used back in the day, you know. They didn't know what spaceships were, you know. They didn't know what, you know, like aliens were, you know. So to them, these things were religious, and they still could be. I think if they're extra dimensional, then they could very easily just, you know, they could be spiritual just as easily
Yeah.
be spiritual too.
Exactly,
You know what
like
I mean?
interdimensional
Because the spirit
stuff.
the spirit is
Yeah.
a multi-dimensional facet of your being. So, but if people like to say they're fallen angels, it's demonic and all of that. You can't say that as a blanket statement, because if there are fallen angels, which some of them very well may be, and if that's my theory, then obviously some would have to be. But if there are fallen angels, then it only stands to reason that there's the opposite, which are angels.
Yeah.
So some are definitely going to be good. So you can't just say it's all demonic. That doesn't fit the scenario at all.
No.
You know, if they're showing up, the others would be showing up too. And throughout the recorded history, and you know, in biblical times and in the Bible and all types of other religious, you know, texts like the Quran and all of that, they all talk about angels interacting with people. So I mean, why would it stop?
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah.
It
Why would it
still
stop?
be going on.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. I think it's stuff like that. I don't necessarily believe in we come from another planet. We fly vast distances across the galaxy, you know, and people say wormholes and Einstein-Rosen bridges, which are the same thing, or they say like slipping into an extra dimension and slipping back out into material space. Could be, you know, and yeah, maybe they come from another planet. There is a part in the Bible where, you know, Jesus says, "My Father has many mansions."
Yeah.
I mean, that could be what he's referring to. I'm not interpreting the Bible though,
Yeah.
because I think it's up to each one of us to interpret it ourselves. But I'm just saying, like, it could be any number of things. I don't necessarily subscribe straight away to the, you know, ET type, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, alien type stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it could be all of that and everything else too.
Yeah.
Definitely, some of these things are extra dimensional.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's have a look at that clip from where the 7 objects just seem to appearing out of nowhere. When I was watching this just blew my mind before. So you obviously can see the sky, you can see the trees, and then you can see the object just come out of nowhere. But as you're watching it right now, if there was something to be going in that direction, then you'd see it.
You'd see it coming from the right hand side.
From the right side, but look at that, it just seems to just come out of nowhere. See, look, you'd see something coming in from the right, but it doesn't. But then all of a sudden you see,
Yeah, there it is again.
it just comes through. Like, what is that? Look, can you see it there? It's just coming through now. Like, but why are we not seeing the trajectory? It's just appearing.
Yeah, and then disappears.
And then
It does come
disappears.
up The other side. Oh, it is. You can see it there.
Yeah, but look, there's nothing from the right side. You'd see a trajectory point,
Yeah.
a line, but it just. What the hell, man? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Look, that happens again. What's that, like the 4th one?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe the 5th. Where was it? I think that was it. That was the 7th.
Yeah. So there's 7 in total. I mean, look at that. You'd see the trajectory point.
Yeah, 7 is a very biblically significant number too.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder. And I'll be honest, like, as I've experienced these things, I've taken notes on which numbers seem to get the most responses.
Yeah.
Which patterns seem to get the most responses. 7 is one of the numbers that I've incorporated into the signals and stuff that I do.
Yeah.
And it works. It works. I mean, honestly, now I would say 9 times out of 10, I can go out to my spot and I'm going to get responses. I was telling Sarah that a few nights ago I went out and just sat down Indian style, and I have this special mixture, the incense I told you about, and I lit that and just kind of closed my eyes and kind of tried to meditate a little bit, and didn't have my camera, and I was playing the same solfeggio frequencies, and I did it for a while, and I opened my eyes and I looked up, and literally right up on the right hand side above me in the clearing, a light flashed out of nowhere. There was no plane, nothing moving afterwards. It just flashed, like saying, "Yep, we see you." And then I closed my eyes again and started meditating again. And then a few minutes later, I opened my eyes and I looked up, and again another one flashed right above me. I mean, there was nothing moving away from it. There was no plane. It was just.
It's almost like a wormhole is just opening. It's just like these things or whatever it may be. It's just entering.
See, I don't even know if it would be a wormhole. I mean, honestly, like our dimension is constantly, it's fluid, and I think when you say multi-dimensional, they're all layered on top and with and without each other. You know, like that old saying, "As above, so below, as within."
Yeah.
You know, so without. You know, I mean, we're not separated at any given point. There's not like a dimension that's located in another place. It's literally located right here where we're sitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they wouldn't. I don't know if a wormhole, which would be used to cross vast distances of space, is even needed. You know, it would just be a transition from one state to another. You'd be transitioning from, I guess, a low frequency vibration, which would be our realm, matter, and then you would, I guess, increase your frequency and transition into a higher frequency state, into this other plane.
Yeah.
You know?
But last night we heard them things as well. Like we heard the rocks clacking.
Yeah.
We heard the sounds of like almost like wailing or crying of some sort.
And we heard drumming.
With the drumming, yeah, the drumming was weird.
See, I didn't hear the drum.
Yeah.
That's
what makes it
weirder
even strange.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, would the drumming be related to the grounds itself, being Civil War,
Could be
battlefield,
that.
maybe,
Native Americans.
maybe native stuff, maybe. I don't know, but we
The
definitely
Trail
heard.
of Tears and all of that back there. I
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was definitely drumming. It was like,
It's like,
yeah, like it was just,
it's like it literally sounded Native Indian.
and it definitely wasn't music.
It sounded. It did actually sound that way.
Yeah,
That's really weird.
Yeah.
There are
And then-
houses near here, but they're not that
Wait,
near. You know?
I
Yeah.
literally just thought of something. So Native Indians used to go like, oh, and all that, remember? Like, they used to do all that. So what if that noise we were hearing last night is like residual?
Or what if it was somebody wailing like a Native American spirit? Wailing
Yeah.
because somebody had died on the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
You know that some people say that the brain, that time is an illusion. There is
Yeah.
no such thing as time,
Yeah.
really. And that our brains are what put things into sequential order.
Yeah,
So if you think about it, there have been instances even in even over in the UK where people think there's a hillside where King Arthur supposedly had a battle per the mythology, and there was a guy up taking photos, and he said he was taking photos and he looked up, and all of a sudden there were men standing there in armor with a horse and armor, and they looked at him and they were like they were shocked, just as shocked as he was, and he said just as quickly as he had seen it, they faded and they were gone. So what if time is not really this linear thing?
yeah,
that we
thing of
think
the
it is?
past,
What if
like-
it's all at once?
yeah,
And just sometimes other time periods bleed over into other time periods.
Yeah, I wonder.
Where it's actually really happening real time. It's just somehow that window thins, or that veil thins, to where you're peering into another time period.
So
or
I
they're
wonder-
peering into yours.
I wonder how that would work though, because obviously, you know, you think about history and stuff, and obviously the books, movies, and things like that. It's all based on obviously like what's happened, like
Well, it's
you know,
because
suppose.
we're linear. Our brains
Yeah.
put everything in a linear order.
All right,
You know,
okay,
To us, it spans out over centuries, but
yeah,
in reality, maybe it's just really all occurring all at once, and our consciousness is what constructs. I mean, all of the creation is it's mind. It's all a conscious construct.
yeah,
You know. So if you think of it like that, I mean, consciousness has a direct impact on reality. That's been proven with physics. You know, with the firing an electron through the slit in
Yeah.
the sheet. They fire an electron through, trying to determine which slit it passes through.
it's
And
been
depending
manipulated.
on the observer, it varies. So
Yeah.
your consciousness literally has a direct effect on reality.
Yeah,
That's actually the root of magic.
Manifestation.
Yeah,
Intent,
manifestation as well, yeah.
manifestations, magic. That's what
Yeah.
magic is all about.
yeah.
So
So crazy, isn't
Law of
it? To think.
attraction.
Yeah, well, the law of attraction. Yeah, like, you know,
Like attracts like.
like attracts like. Exactly. You know, if you think about something, you'll manifest it in some way or another. You know, there's been a few circumstances where I've thought about it and I'll be like, oh, you know, I wish that would happen, and then it's happened, and I'm like,
you
well,
think
that's
about somebody and then they call.
yeah, exactly. Like the 666, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? The 6 axes of the world and stuff like that. Everyone's connected in some weird way or another. You know, what's that about?
But look, they interact physically too. Like this clip right here, this one dips down through the clouds, like right at me. You'll literally see it come down through the clouds and go right back up. Look, and then it goes right back up.
Yeah, look.
It's still moving off through the to the left. It's crazy. Watch, it's just as fast as can be. It even lights the clouds up around it, and then goes back up above the clouds. See the clouds light up?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
And
what?
it goes right back up. And there it is. You can still see it moving away, but the clouds aren't lit up, which tells me it went back above the clouds.
Yeah. What do you
I
think,
mean,
Freya?
Whatever those, she's like, I want to sleep. Whatever those things are out there, though, they're definitely some kind of entity associated with this phenomenon, and it's been said countless times that, you know, when you say the word Bigfoot, people instantly tune it out. They think, oh, it's hokey, oh, it's crap, oh,
Yeah.
shit. You know, so I just say cryptid, because I've actually never seen what's out here, but I've had enough encounters with something out here to know that there's some kind of entity out there. I probably shouldn't say this because I have to go back and find it, but I got video literally of what looks like things coming down. I didn't even tell you that, did I? Yeah, I
What?
got video of things coming down out of the sky. It looks like they some kind of maybe beings coming down and materializing. I don't know.
See, it's
crazy.
strange, isn't it?
yeah.
But UFOs and cryptids are almost, I mean, not almost always, but they're very often associated.
Yeah.
You see UFOs, there's a good chance you might get some type of cryptid activity as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been the case for me with the screaming.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you want to see that or not. Or the whoop sound.
Yeah.
You know, that whoop whoop, you know, that sound, like, yeah, it's crazy stuff. Yep. I'm going to give it, turn it way up so you can hear it.
Yeah.
Back it up, do it again. It echoes twice.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part of it.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
This doesn't make any sense, does it?
But there's that guy up north, like I showed you, who made that documentary. It's called How to See a Sasquatch. And he's got an area similar to this geographically that has forest that runs up near homes and whatnot, but it's still kind of wilderness, so to speak. And he goes out, and he's been going out and making recordings and interacting with these unknown things, these cryptids. And he does a call one night and records a response that sounds exactly like that.
That's what I mean.
It's in his documentary, you know. It says the same exact noise, whoop, whoop, and it echoes.
Yeah. I mean, there's no animals making that sound.
No, not around.
That's what I
here,
mean.
especially. Maybe if you're in South Africa. In the
Yeah. That's what I mean. So.
But that noise sounded distant in the video, but it wasn't distant. My
Yeah, it was
camera
close.
sucks. But it was literally maybe 20 yards in front of me, 30 yards.
Yeah.
It was right there, and it did it when I turned around with the light on. You know, it was like it was telling others, maybe signaling to others. You know, whoa, look out! He's got a light.
Yeah. This footage from what Daniel has recorded shows really unusual anomalies travelling across the sky that he says he's never seen before.
I'm following this object across the sky. It's been moving so slowly. And another one.
For 40 minutes, Daniel continuously captures these unexplained lights in the sky that seem to be travelling in a randomly staggered formation, which rules out any kind of satellite passing overhead.
No way. No way. Got a low battery with this battery as well. Wow. Whoa. And there's just a flash right here.
If this was some sort of man-made object, it would be seen on most nights, which Daniel says this is the first time this has ever happened in the years of him investigating the skies. Just watch how many appear, as the amount is absolutely unbelievable.
Weird. I don't think I've seen blue like these before. They look kind of blue in the screen anyway. They could just be really white, but no way. What are these?
From all the footage that Daniel has sent me over the years, I can also safely say that this is a first of these strange types of lights in the sky, and seeing this footage for myself has also left me feeling perplexed as to what is really going on here.
Look. Oh my gosh. No way. I don't understand what's going on right now. And another one.
As you can see, the light anomalies just keep on coming from the left at a really slow pace, a lot slower than a satellite would pass.
You kidding me? It's May 1st, 2024. 4:43 a.m. 528 hertz playing, 57 degrees, no wind. I'm blown away. I have to stop the camera. I'm gonna have to replace the battery right in the middle of this. 5/1/24. No way, that was the last one. No, it wasn't. What in the world? 4:45 a.m. Central Standard, 57 degrees, no wind. These objects have been passing over one after another, after another. I don't know how many, I've lost count. Is that the last one? No. Here comes another one. They're not spaced evenly, they're not following exactly the same path either.
Now watch this part of the video where we see two anomalies pass very close to each other.
Two. What in the what? Look!
When I watch this footage, there's something quite mystical and somewhat magical which really makes you think in depth about the universe and whether we are legitimately looking at something from a different intelligence.
Oh my gosh. Definitely not Starlink. I'm blown away. I don't know what's going on right now. This is crazy. Never seen anything like this one before. What in the world? No way. They're really pretty. They got like a blue-violet color. I sincerely don't understand. Yeah, look at that. Definitely not Starlink is a total lie. These are spaced out very irregular.
Alright, so this is the infamous trail, the infamous woods.
This is the infamous creek. This is the one that runs by my house.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Ah.
So anything that was out here could use the creek to go all the way up. That's what they're doing, I think, is using this as a path, or the woods even, to go all the way up to the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
This green right here.
Huh?
This green right.
This creek. This is the creek that goes right by my house.
Oh yeah.
Literally, at the bottom of the hill at my house, this is the same creek.
Did you hear that though?
What did you hear?
It's like a woof.
Don't know, we have got a plane above them.
No, it wasn't rain.
Yeah.
If there's a thump, like that's what they're known to do, like a big deep thump.
Yeah, thump.
Really?
Thump.
I'm telling you, man,
That's
there's
what I
stuff
heard.
out here.
What?
Everybody, I talked to my buddy Chad recently, who I grew up with out here, and he grew up out here longer than I did. He was out here before I moved here. And Freya, come here, honey, sit. There you go, good girl, stay. And I was asking him about it. This is the creek where they saw the Civil War ghost come down and cross one night. But he said, man, I said, is there anything else out there? And he goes, well, yeah. He said, you never feel like you're alone out there. Like there's always a presence that you feel like there's always something out here watching.
It's weird because right now, obviously we're in this section, it's really quiet, and I do get that feeling as if we are,
like layering through
yeah,
the
like,
trees, it was like
we're just being watched all of a sudden. I don't know why.
I'm serious, man. I'm telling you. And there are caves throughout this whole area. There are probably some that are hidden, have never been found by people, I'm sure. And there's one up on this, literally right up here on this hill. Right here on this hillside, there's a cave.
No way.
There's one under our property. It's too small to get in, but it goes way back. You can look as far back as you can see. It's about 15 feet, and then it curves.
No way.
So, and then there's that cave I told you about the bootleggers would use about half a mile away on the river, where they would go in through the cave and take the booze up during Prohibition into the secret room at that little building where they would drink.
Wow.
like bootleggers.
Yeah. They would use the river to transport it and then carry it up the hillside, up to the cliff, into the cave, and bring it into town that way.
Wow.
What about moonshine? Like moonshiners?
I'm sure. Moonshine's legal now.
Yeah, it's legal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they legalized it. And then around this whole area, Rutherford County, there are tunnels that they made during the Civil War that they would use to run supply lines. So under the square, all around the town, there are
You hear
these.
that?
That's what we was hearing the other
The
night.
other night, this is what we were hearing. You can also almost hear the bass.
Yeah, it's like drums.
Did you hear it now, Daniel?
Trying to see if it stops. If it goes,
Yeah.
then it's a car. But if it's not, it's well, it's still
Oh,
going.
it's still
Yeah, I
there.
can still
It's not
hear
a
it.
car. I don't know what that is.
So we just kind of had this like theories, like this sounds. Maybe it isn't drums. Maybe it is like sounds of cannons. We were like boom, 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 because it wasn't like it was kind of like a regular drum. Especially the other night, we could hear like do do do, and it'd change
Yeah, it's like they're all
It's not
going
like
off.
a drum tempo. Like a
No.
beat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like that.
like
Yeah.
a constant flow. It was like it's
more
irregular,
kind of offbeat, random.
but you can hear the thud.
Yeah, you can feel the bass off it nearly.
Yeah.
Like in the ground. I
Yeah.
can't imagine the car being.
Yeah,
Plus, we're a half a mile or more away from the road.
yeah. That's so strange. So I've just been trying to do some drone shots to get some B-roll, but for some weird reason, it says we're in a no-fly zone, which is quite interesting as well, because if you're in a no-fly zone, then how are you picking up them things in the sky?
They're not drones.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not drones.
that's strange. And when I was looking on the map as well, it shows you usually where obviously fly zones are, and yeah, it's just basically saying it's a no-go area kind of thing. So don't know, it's strange, bizarre, that, isn't it?
I wonder why it would be a no-fly zone anyway. Though.
Yeah, why would it be a no-fly zone? What's interesting as well, because usually I get a warning on my thing to say like, be careful, it's a no-fly zone or whatever, and it still allow me to fly my drone, but it just won't allow me to fly my drone at all. But the international airport's not like close to here at all in the slightest.
Well, there is an airport in town.
The
But
airport in
it's not
town.
Here. It's not even close to here.
Yeah, yeah. So how far is town now?
10 miles.
10 miles
Pretty
more.
far,
Yeah. But obviously then again, those things you've been seeing in the sky, you'd hear them, and they'd be
Yeah,
indicated
they're
with
not-
green and red
You
lights.
can hear the planes. Like,
Yeah.
Even when they're far off, you'll hear the planes.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
the sound, it trails behind, but it eventually gets to you.
Yeah,
Now, those things are close. There's no sound at
yeah,
all.
exactly.
And plus, when you zoom in, you can see the tail lights, the wings, the structure of a plane.
Yeah,
But when you zoom in on those things, they're just literally a ball of light.
Exactly.
Even a drone, you'd be able to see a drone.
yeah.
There's no structure.
So
It's just
bizarre.
Illuminated light.
So it's actually crazy to think this would have been just all Civil War battlegrounds right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it would have been fighting over the river and stuff then.
Probably shooting across it and stuff.
Yeah.
In some places, probably in the shallower area, like where the creek is.
Yeah.
It comes out like in the hotter seasons of the year, the water drops down, and there's a delta, and you can actually kind of walk out, sometimes even across the river almost.
No way.
Yeah. In the very center, it gets deep, but beyond that, it's not too bad.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But there's just all caves all around there.
Yeah, there's like if you see that bluff right there.
Yeah.
See, there's bluffs like that with entrances and stuff alongside of them. That's like what that cave where the bootleggers went. That's where
Yeah.
it's like in a bluff like that.
That's insane.
Yeah, yeah,
So mad.
yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. And what were we just talking about? The Native American cave.
Yeah.
They found a cave when the river dropped. That when the water got low enough, they found a cave entrance. And they had some guys that had scuba gear, and they went into the cave and came up into the dry area, and it was full of Native American relics and artifacts. It was like some kind of a sacred burial cave or something.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually marked it off, closed it off to the public. It's like an archaeological site.
No way.
Yeah.
Just find it crazy. It's just like this hot spot of obviously, you got all the Civil War battlefield stuff going on, all the hauntings, you've got all the Bigfoot sightings, all the the Sasquatch stuff, all cryptids, you got the things that's happening above the skies, possibly even right now. What is going on? Why is this place just such a hotbed for activity?
I mean, you have to think of the amount of death that could have happened here, but not even that. It's just, you have to wonder if all those people didn't fight here because of whatever energy that's here, you know.
Yeah.
It's the Trail of Tears is a big thing, I think.
Yeah.
Because that was when they made the Native Americans march out
Yeah.
west to get them off the land here, and they were brutal about it, man. They forced marched them and made them like they got sick. They didn't care. They kept pressing them on, and they would literally die on the trail. That's why it's called the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
They were literally dying during the march.
It's scary, man.
Just bury them where they fell instead of allowing them to have their sacred burial places.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
So
But all of that's back here, you know.
yeah,
Like in the one area, there's a lake in Tennessee where they had a chief named Chief Cornstalk who like cursed the land when they took it. He cursed the land. So you have no idea what they could have.
yeah,
They could have invoked some kind of curse on this land.
Yeah.
You know, you take our land, well, it's cursed now.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
can have it, but have fun.
who knows? They might have cursed them where it summons something from above.
Or that.
Yeah,
Or if you subscribe to the world being divided up amongst all these different angels, these, you know, the demos or the diamond or whatever,
yeah,
you know, then each one would have a rule over a different section. There could be one that rules this section,
yeah,
you know, who's active, who's constantly watching and interacting with it. So,
yeah. It's crazy. And it's just, I was going to point out as well, like we can hear the planes, odd plane coming by here and there. We just heard like sounds like an actual airliner, the rumble of it. And when we was out the other night, there was just none of that at all. So that just shows you, it rules it out completely, that it's not a plane.
right. No, it's not planes.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Especially the dead of night out here, it's ultra quiet.
Yeah, when you get out here late enough, the planes don't even come out here. There's
Yeah.
no plane activity at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get one far off, you know, but you can tell they're planes. They have the FAA
Yeah,
anti-collision lights or anti-collision lights.
Yeah.
You say anti in the UK, don't you? You say anti. But yeah, they got the anti-collision lights or whatever, and you'll see those from miles away.
Yeah.
They're bright. But these things have none of that.
yeah,
And you know, then you see them signaling back. When you signal to them, planes aren't going to do that.
no, exactly.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm still here, so
for now, man.
either I'm a smelly person or something. I don't know. I don't get it. They haven't picked me up yet. So I'm lucky, I guess. Maybe they don't
I
like
think
my
you kind of
shoes.
want it, like.
I'm not afraid of it. That's why I come out here by myself. Not out here, but that's why I go out by myself to my spot. I'll take
Yeah.
Freya, but not afraid of it at all.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I'm just not afraid of it because there's only one that can destroy your soul. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not worried about it. But I don't think it's evil. I really don't. I've never had the impression that they're evil.
No.
No. Now the things out here that wander around, that, I mean, when we came out here that one night, me and two friends years and years ago, we came out here one night before this was paved, before there was a greenway walk on or whatever, and we came out. My nose is stuffed up. I sound nasally, but we came out and got back through here and started hearing like branches breaking randomly off in the distance, and big branches, not little ones, not like
Yeah.
an animal stepping on it, like a deliberate branch snapping. And when we started hearing that, we would kind of pause and like turn the flashlights off because we didn't want anybody to know where we were. We thought somebody was out here messing with us. Oh yeah, and coincidentally before that, we were finding these small trees, like, I don't know, like some of these little mid-sized, like that one right there. See that tree right there in the middle?
yeah.
We were finding them pushed over, roots and all.
What?
Yeah. And so on the way in, we were finding all these trees along the path that were pushed over with the roots uprooted, which was really strange. And then we started hearing these branches break. And so we started like turning the light off and crouching down. And about the fourth or fifth time we did that, this thing screamed, roared. I don't know how to describe it. It was inhuman. And it echoed literally all the way down. It was so loud, it echoed all the way down the river.
No way.
Yeah, we just hauled ass all the way back.
So how far was you on? Was you on this trail?
The
Oh, this is before the
This is
actual
before
pathway.
It was paved, but this used to be a horse trail.
Ah,
But it was a lot more grown. It was a lot tighter.
Yeah.
There was a lot more trees, and it was
yeah.
dirt, you know, in
Wow.
places, mud in places. Freya, come on. And yeah, man, it was a different environment. But it's the same woods, same environment. It was just a lot more closed in.
Yeah.
But whatever it was screamed, and we ran all the way back. And I had a Rottweiler at that time, and she was running up and down the fence in the yard, barking into the woods in this direction.
Yeah.
And Freya, come on. Gosh. And she's smelling other animals left behind. And she was barking into the woods, and my my friend Paul looked out the door and he's like, man, she's barking at something. And right when he went to shut the door, we heard it scream again. And so we like packed up and went and stayed at their place for the night. They didn't even want to stay out here. Like, not even at my house. They were like, no, we're not staying.
Another thing I find quite interesting as well, like the other night when we heard that scream or that sound, surely it would have happened now if it was an animal.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
That's true, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Especially now it's starting to get dark. You know, if it was like some nighttime animal activity, surely it'd start happening round about now because it's going dark.
Maybe. Unless it was something getting a hold of something, you know,
Maybe.
like hunting. But it didn't sound like an animal to me.
No.
It sounded like a woman.
Yeah, well that's what I mean. It sounds like a woman.
It sounded like a woman's wailing or something. It was really bizarre.
But then they said that something's like banshees.
That's what we said.
Like banshee related.
It sounded almost like a banshie, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Babanshee.
something transforming into like
Maybe
But I
something
don't think
transforming.
it's a
if
banshee. I
it's a
think it's
skinwalker.
Yeah, there's no skinwalker. If it was anything, it'd be the same cryptids, you know,
Yeah.
screaming.
And the
they
mimics.
They do make woman scream sounds,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, look at Bally Polly, the woman. She's like, help me.
Yeah.
You know, they say it's a mimic.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I was
interdimensional
saying.
stuff.
There's,
What did you say about that the other night?
yeah, the Native Americans have, the Native American lore is that there are different tribes of, if you want to call them Bigfoot, Sasquatch,
Yeah.
whatever. There were different tribes of them dispersed around North America and depended on the region where you were. And there was one that was known to be cannibalistic. And what they would do is they would go out in the woods and they'd be out in the woods and they'd be laying in wait. And they would start mimicking like a child crying. And you heard people talk about hear a baby crying.
Yeah.
Or they would mimic like a woman yelling for help. And then when a good person would hear it and they'd want to go help, they would get ambushed and they would eat them. They would kill them and eat them.
Jesus. Right, okay, so why don't we roll a bit of Spirit Box here? Because obviously this is your experience. This is, you know, what you've witnessed over the years and what you're witnessing to this current day. So why don't we do a little bit of Spirit Box just to see what we pick up. You can ask some questions, man.
Okay.
And then we'll maybe just switch up and just see what it says, because there might be someone here that's some way wants to talk directly to you. Because why is it that these things in the skies are flashing back and then you hear them in the woods? It's like it's responding.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it is responding. There's no ifs or buts. It is responding. Like we was witness to this.
It's definitely
tonight.
responding.
You know, this is the reason why we had to come to Daniel and just witness this for ourselves, because you was just like, you need to come out, man. So I was like, right, let's go.
Somebody needs to, because I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm dealing with, you know.
Yeah,
I know it's out here. Every time I come out, 9 times out of 10, I'll get activity.
it's crazy.
Yeah, and it's only like I was telling you. It's only like sometimes I'll come out like right at sunset, and I'll just kind of think, you know, all right, I'll be back later, you know, and then I
Yeah.
won't come back out later, and it's almost like they get mad. They won't show up the next night,
Wow.
and then I'll come back out the night after that, and then they'll show up again. It's like they punish me for not showing up when I tell them I will.
It's crazy, man.
It's really bizarre. I don't know.
Right, let's just roll this and see what we get for this.
Take me.
What was that? Take me.
It's like, take me.
Take me.
So who's out here? Who's out here right now? Did I say dead?
Dead.
I heard dead.
Dead.
Do you have that in linear mode?
Yeah, somebody.
Take me again. Done.
Done.
Was it God or done?
Done. That's already done.
Who are you?
Go up. Go up.
I thought it was who are.
Yeah, it's like, who are you?
So again, can you speak clearly and tell us who you are or why you're here? Dead. I heard dead. Again.
How did you die?
Take. Up.
Oh, I heard that's twice. I've heard
Take
up.
up.
Up again?
Take up.
Up. Take up.
Up again? What?
What's up?
Up again.
As we are running a spirit box session and getting some really interesting results, which appear to all be related to Daniel's UAP experiences, something strange begins to happen.
Bigfoot. Sorry, keep going.
I'll just give it a second. Just give it a second. Freya, Daniel's wolf dog, began to feel agitated moments before a man seamlessly appeared to come from the riverbank while scaling a steep incline, which we all thought was really strange and unusual, especially when we haven't seen anyone pass us for nearly an hour.
Nope. Nope.
I'll have to get you to sit on the back again so it's so we're level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It needs to be pretty much same shit.
That looks good, don't it, that?
Is it?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
What is even stranger is the fact that there is nowhere you can walk from where the man came from. And when Daniel had said what's up to the person, they didn't say anything back and just seemed to carry on walking. But Freya is still unsure and keeps her eyes on the target.
She don't like that guy at all, man.
Weird that.
Yeah.
See, she's still doing it.
Weird that. So, some guys literally just come out of nowhere from the
Yeah.
bottom of the creek. There's not even a pathway down there, and he was just acting so like.
Yeah, from the
suspicious.
river, like that's like not even like an easy place to walk.
Yeah.
Even if you wanted to go down there.
Yeah.
Look.
Well, even Freya's just like sketched out. About
Came out from down here.
Yeah. What? Do you know what's funny though?
That's funny because obviously we're talking about this, this alien into human integration stuff, obviously through the woods and things like that, like the mimics.
He looked
Yeah.
Native American.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
Yeah. And he didn't say anything though, did he?
No, I even said, "What's up, man?" And he just
Didn't say anything.
Oh,
What
that's
I mean,
weird.
but people report this kind of stuff all over the place, like people acting weird. I mean, there was that thing in Las Vegas not so long ago where they thought they'd seen this like entity in the mall.
that was in
No, Miami.
Was it in Miami? Oh no, it was in
Miami,
Miami.
yeah.
Sorry,
where
yeah,
we just came from. So.
yeah, where we
Yeah.
just came
Yeah.
So you brought him with you, man.
from. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Let's just run this a little bit more because we're getting the weird stuff. It's saying up. Why is it saying up
And take me.
and take me?
Well, I mean, we know why.
Well, yeah. But why though, innit?
Yeah, why did they want to
They're
take
telling you
us?
we're up. Look up. I mean, is
Maybe.
it the Watchers? You know, the Watchers. I mean, there's two theories on the Watchers, man. One is the Watchers are these angels that, like I said, have been given liege over different sections of the earth,
Yeah.
and of course they have beings that work under them. You got some that are in charge. There's a whole hierarchy. There's a hierarchy of angels and demons both.
Yeah.
But the other version of the Watcher, which people don't ever talk about, I've never heard people talk about, is there's some practices in magic where you'll drive a copper dagger into the ground inside of a magic circle. You'll strike the dagger to intone what's called the Watcher, and what'll appear is either a large dog or a dog-headed man that will circle around outside the circle and protect you while you perform whatever ritual you're performing. Which kind of makes me wonder sometimes if these dog men aren't maybe these, because you're supposed to dismiss the Watcher when you're done.
Yeah.
If you don't, it can literally turn on you when you leave the circle. But what if people are intoning these Watchers or doing these rituals and these Watchers are showing up, they're not getting dismissed, and so they're just cut loose roaming
Yeah.
on the countryside.
There's always that. I mean, this place is also known to be like, used to have a lot of sacrificial stuff going on, a lot of pagan stuff.
There was a
there.
local satanic group, that was talked about real hush-hush for a long time. There was a girl when I was in school. Right when I left, I just had gone out of 8th grade straight into high school. There was a girl that was like 2 grades lower still at the elementary school years ago. I'm not going to mention any names, but she disappeared for like a week. And they finally found her wandering around the college campus in a daze with pentagrams carved in her arms.
Oh my god.
So
The hell is that, isn't it?
it's the same cult. Like I had a friend come back here on this very trail and find 4 dogs ritually sacrificed, laid out on the rocks.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's shitty actually.
Jeez.
They'd have to sacrifice me too. And I'd get mine.
Right, let's just roll a little bit more. Let's just see what the crack is. Yeah. The road.
What's up? This is what's up. Didn't it?
So what is it that we keep? What is it that we keep seeing in the sky?
To get in.
To get in?
To get in. To get in. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
What we keep seeing in the sky is to get in. Are you? Did that just say aliens?
It did.
Did it?
That just said aliens. He said aliens.
Oh my god. Angels.
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 I heard angels.
Yeah.
The one and the same.
So, do you integrate into the woods?
Are you picking up food here? Does it have to do with nature? Are you studying the animals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the city.
I heard that too, and the city.
And the city.
Why do you show up when I'm out here? What is it that? Why do you show up when I come out here?
Evil.
Evil?
I didn't hear it. I heard so. Do you know my name?
Yes.
What is my name?
Do you have connections? Do you have connections? Here?
Evil again.
Do you have connections to Daniel?
You.
You?
You.
Yeah. Do you see Daniel sending the signals to the sky? Do you see his light? Oh, again.
What if we take out like a talker app or something?
Good there, yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's try that.
I'm trying to think.
No.
No.
She said no. It doesn't want that out. It just
It said no.
said no.
Oh my
Carl.
God, you just said Karl.
What is it that we keep hearing on the ground? What is it that's walking around out here at night?
What?
I didn't hear what that said. Do you come from the sky?
Was that straight up?
Something, I don't know.
True.
It was like true. But that voice, that didn't sound like an actual voice. It was like a really metallic, film-like voice, like you know what I mean, like some a horror film,
Yeah.
like true.
Yeah. How are you connected to the land? Look up.
Look up.
Look up.
Weird. Look
Yeah,
up.
look up. Here.
Chapel.
Chapel.
There's a church right next to my house.
There is, yeah. Chapel.
There were children playing out here when we were out here.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
What if they weren't even children?
That's the only time I've ever seen
Yeah.
kids out here playing like that either. That was crazy.
And you were proper suspects over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he never sees-
I said you
Yeah, it's
never see
unusual,
that.
It's unusual.
I just said children are playing.
What? A few.
For you.
A few, I thought I said.
What is it you want to say?
Hey.
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 Hey. Hey.
Hey, hello. Oh wow. It's you.
It's you.
Is it because
Nashville.
nobody's actually trying to talk to you? And it's like I'm one of the only people that actually tries to speak to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chronic.
That's
funny.
What are the sounds that sound like women here at night time crying for help?
What? Heaven?
Heaven? I heard heaven.
Heaven. Whoa, did you hear that?
Yeah, that was like a scream.
Can you make that crying sound now for us? Here.
Proof, it said.
Proof. Can you show us the proof?
I'm from something.
I'm from. Where are you from? Look.
Look between.
Look between.
Trail of Tears.
Tears. Oh my God.
Oh
Trail
my
of Tears.
God.
Trail of Tears. It says tears.
No way.
Told you. That's crazy.
That's crazy. What
Close-
was the sounds
close
of the
to
rocks clacking the other night? Who's making them sounds?
They happen.
Do you hear that weird sound? It's like.
Yeah.
Take.
Oh my
How's
God.
that sound again?
Take the girl.
Take the. Yeah, I heard that.
A girl. Like take the girl.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
Right, this is really weird. In the corner of my eye, I've just seen a bright white, like light just here, like almost like a torch. Here.
This just said mockery.
Mockery. Look at that. It just said mockery on there. But I've just seen like something in the corner of my eye. Now I don't know if I've actually physically seen it, but
That's
it's
what
like
I see. That's what I'll see out here a lot is like little flashes.
Yeah, that's what I've just seen.
Little
Then
flashes.
it's like here.
Yeah, I believe it. There's no lightning bugs right now, by the way. We get lightning bugs in the summer.
Yeah.
There's none. No, you will not find any lightning bugs.
Wilson.
Right
Weird.
now. Wilson.
Wilson.
Need a volleyball.
Yeah. We're gonna end communication for now. Oh. Proof.
Yeah, proof again.
I think we'll see some stuff tonight, man. I'm telling
Carl again.
E.T. Oh my God!
E.T.?
You said E.T.
you. Said E.T.
You just said what did you just say? We're gonna
We'll see
definitely
some stuff, and it says E.T.
E.T.
What?
Extraterrestrial.
Which means what? Like in the sky or like?
Yeah.
Whoa, and extraterrestrial stuff.
Well, we're gonna go out tonight and like get some hardcore filming in on the sky.
So it's strange this because obviously it seems to be like we're getting stuff from obviously the Civil War stuff, and we're getting things that are relating to the skies and
And
obviously
stuff that we saw on the way out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The children playing.
I've got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like so bad.
And the
I'm telling you,
cannons going off.
When it gets dark, the atmosphere will change. We're gonna have to get out of here. We're gonna
Yeah.
get locked in. I'm telling
Right,
you.
Okay.
let's wrap this up.
Then we'll wind up having
No.
to call the police to unlock it. So,
Shit.
All right.
Yeah, let's not be calling the police tonight. Just
No.
let us out the car.
Yeah.
Right, let's bounce.
all right, man.
She freaked me out.
I've never seen anything like that. He did not look like that. He looked like either a Hispanic or a Native American. He did not look like, and he had a big head of hair. Like his hair was long.
So we just noticed something really weird. Sarah's just about to go through the pictures from before we started filming. What's this from?
Story. You record this when we were smoking the pipe.
That's the
Right,
guy
okay.
that was walking. Isn't that the guy that came up out of the thing?
No.
Oh.
No, this is earlier when we were having this little pipe. And all those people were walking by. And you were like, oh, it's really weird to see all those people walk by, like, because it's very unusual. This happened, he walked behind
So this is on the
Karl.
pathway before I tried to do the drone shots.
Yeah. This doesn't look human.
What is going on?
Now look.
Now zoom
look,
in on it. Look at this. Zoom in on it.
Yeah, look.
Look at his
Look at his eye.
jawline.
Yeah, but they didn't even look like that in real life.
His head looks
It
like
looks
it's
like
on
it's
backwards.
turned around like backwards, and it looks like he's looking
and look
over.
at his jawline comes down, and it's like a long chin with a dark eye,
look
like an
at this.
alien or something.
What is going on?
No.
Look at that. I've never seen anything like that. That's freaky.
But wait a minute,
And it's
Look.
like looking over. I was like,
It literally looks like a side profile of like an alien with a hat on. Look, the face comes up straight up. There's no nose, discernible nose. There's a really dark eye inset. The jawline comes in curves concave instead of coming down square
Yeah.
like a human jaw. The chin comes all the way down to his chest. And he's got some kind of weird hat like a
beret.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't look like that.
No.
No.
Because
nobody
the
looks
thing
like
is, we
that.
let answer them as well. And we actually said like, how you doing?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and they were saying, Freya was a nice dog.
Oh yeah.
And they were saying, your dog's lovely. And then they didn't look like that. But which makes me think, who's that other guy who just came from the water?
No.
And there's no
An
pathway.
alien. Oh, stop! Like in disguise.
There was no pathway. He came out of nowhere and like walked by us real slow and all like, you know.
Oh
sketchy and
my
shit.
God.
Yeah. And Freya did not like that guy.
No.
She was instant.
No, no.
Hackles, like barking, like
Yeah.
watched him. Even after he left, she was watching.
She was watching, yeah.
Minutes later, making sure he was
Oh my
gone.
God.
But wait a minute, that kind of looks like almost similar to the guy we did actually see come from the
That's
creek
what
though.
I was saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that's who it was at first, but that is not a human face though.
No, it's not. It's not.
Look at the state of that. I mean, look, the chin's all the way down here.
Yeah. And it's like it's
And black eyes.
Look at the jawline.
It's like
it curves like this. It curves up.
Yeah.
Just, like goes
There's,
up.
and the shoulder is here. It's like there, but his head is looking back.
Backwards.
Your shoulders kind of go forward. It's like his head is on backwards. Like his body's going this way and his head's going.
But it's got like a grey tone, like a silvery blue grey tone to the skin as well. If you look, it's so bizarre. I've never seen anything like that before. That is honestly, what is that?
I've never seen that. That is the craziest thing.
Right, is this not just like building this to the big picture or what? Because like everything up to now is leaning towards this kind of stuff, and then that just happened.
Yeah. and
Seriously?
Why would you have in a recreational area a no-fly zone for drones anyway?
Yeah, well, this is it, yeah. Because surely if it was a no-fly zone, the planes ought to be like thousands of feet up in the air anyway.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
nowhere
look,
near.
even when you like zoom out, you can still make it out like a tiny bit. Look, it's even scarier.
What is
Look.
going on? Right, okay, so I'm literally just like going through the picture now and just trying to figure out what is going on. What is this picture about? Is it an actual person walking past it, just like shut off frame, glitched him out somehow? I don't know, but when I zoom into him, it just doesn't even look normal, like at all. And when I start changing, obviously the colours and the contrast, and start getting like a different picture of the outline, you can almost like see this like strange shape layout, this head layout. It's not like a normal shaped head. This is what I don't understand.
No.
I'm like really confused.
His head looks like it's on backwards.
Yeah, it does look like it's on
Legitimately
backwards.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can see when I drop the blacks and bring up the whites now, it's like this really weird shaped head. Like it's not. Have a look at that, man.
It's on backwards. His head is on backwards. It doesn't even look like he's.
It's
Look, it just, that's not a normal. You can see, look, the shape of the head is just not normal.
The thing that gets me is that I looked every person in the eyes when they went by, and I did not see anybody with snow ski whatever those kind of goggles on. There was nobody like that.
No, that's what I don't get. Like what? I don't know, man. I'm so confused.
it's worrying.
It is worrying. Just the fact that we didn't see anyone of that description.
Yeah, something yanked my pocket backwards when we were leaving.
Yeah.
Weird.
And you got that burning
I
feeling
got a
in your
burning
knee.
sensation in my knee again.
Yep.
But the only time I've ever had the burning.
And it was the same time my pocket got
Yeah.
pulled.
I had the burning sensation the other night, and funny enough, Freya was acting funny at that point in time, the first night.
Yeah, she was staring off into the tree.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
But that burning sensation, honestly, I've not had it for years, and it's when it happened, I woke up in the night, right, and I looked on my knee here, and it was a massive incision, and it was like open. I could see right into my leg, and I got up and I walked out of bed. I was like, "What is going on?" And I walked over the landing to my mum, and I said, "Look, I've got a gash in my knee." She said, "Don't worry, you're just dreaming." And I was just like, "What?" So I went to the bathroom, turned the light, and I was like, "What's going on? This is so weird." Went back to bed. At this point in time, my mum was saying, thinking to herself. She looked at the clock. She was like, "Well, it's 5:30 in the morning. There's no ghostly stuff going to be happening." And you could see, like, obviously, the moon outside. It was still kind of like coming through the windows. And I got back in bed, and I was thinking, "What is going on?" And then all the weird stuff started to happen, like the shadow figures that I used to see in the house, the tall black mask things. There was 3 of them. My brother was in the other room, and you know what's funny enough, actually, my brother was actually going to New York the night that was happening, and I just thought it was a little bit weird that we're in America, and obviously this kind of stuff's happening.
Yeah.
But anyway, the black shadow mask things, whatever were happening, they were coming into my room. They were pinning my brother down in his room. They were pinning my mum down. And then I was screaming because I could hear what sounded like my mum's voice coming through the TV. She was screaming, but it was coming through. It was being projected through the TV. It was just absolute carnage. But when you look back at it now, everything was time stretched and dilated. Like walking from my bedroom into my mum's bedroom, which is 2 steps away. When I think about it now, it felt like it took ages to get across. Everything was dead slow and strange and stretched, and everything was like monochrome and grey.
You know what physicists say? Some physicists say that reality is not given form until a consciousness moves into it. So you have to think, if you've got our consciousness collectively giving reality the form that we live in, which is a very sense-based reality. If you have a consciousness that's extra dimensional or from another realm of the universe, wherever, moving in that's more powerful, it could cause our reality to become fluid, to distort, to do weird things that don't seem normal to us, because it's competing consciousnesses on reality itself, altering reality around us. So, I don't know, man. The three shadow figures is significant, though.
Yeah.
There was a UFO researcher that got approached by three shadow figures, and they told him to stop, and he actually quit because it scared him so bad. Yeah.
Wow. Oh man. Well, it's 31 minutes past 1 a.m. in the morning, which is 31 minutes past 7 a.m. UK time.
Fucking hell.
So, yeah, we're jet lagged. It's chronic. We're feeling it. Went back to the hotel for a nap. Not heard from Daniel. We did agree to meet at about 12 o'clock, half 12. But we need that extra bit of sleep, but he's not replied to the messages, which is a bit weird.
First of all, I think we're going the wrong way again.
Are we?
Well, didn't it seem longer coming back?
No, this is the route. We have to turn left on, I think.
Oh my god, I was so discombobulated. Hold on.
It's correct. Yeah, this tire's going down pretty quick, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's gone down to 23 psi.
Right, is there anywhere we can go to
Fucking hell.
fill it up?
33 psi, and then it's gone back to 24 again. It might just be the cold temperatures that's sending this tire a bit weird though, but...
We need to check that out because we have a 10. Oh my god, I can't even speak.
Yeah, it came out with a check engine light.
Yeah.
The other day. That went, weirdly enough. And then now we've got a TPMS warning on the thing.
What's that?
Tire pressure monitoring system.
Alright.
And now we've got a 9.5 hour drive, literally in the next few hours. But we just woke up just to go document this other stuff now. Because he says this is the prime time round about now is from like past 12.
Between 2 and 4, he said.
2 and 4. So, yeah. Shit. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm really tired now.
I don't know why he's not messaged back.
Yeah, I know, that's kind of worrying.
It's fine, really weird.
He's either sleeping or
been abducted. I shouldn't laugh, really.
I know, God.
Hey, look, there's a lot of police cars over there. That's weird. Police trucks. How random does that say you have the sheriff and police there?
Now, wouldn't it be a bit weird now? Because he did say, like, before we left, he was like, what did he say? I don't want to be a 411.
Yeah.
Which means it's like in America, 411 is someone that's missing and was never found, like.
I don't know, it's weird because a lot of that stuff that's going on.
I know. And he did say to us when we were coming over, remember on the voice note, he's like, oh man, I've a feeling something bad is going to happen, I don't know why.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Strange, innit?
Yeah. And we've had a lot of synchronicities happen up until now as well.
Strange synchronicities.
Yeah.
That guy who was caught on my Instagram story was just awfully weird.
Yeah.
The guy that came from the creek was awfully weird.
Looked like a native Indian.
He looked like a native Indian. Just came out of nowhere, didn't say it. Nothing, obviously.
And Freya was like proper like fixated on him.
Yeah. But I mean, how weird was it that first guy came past before we even started filming? Freya was sketched out about it, the one who looks like a fucking alien.
Yeah, I know.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's America's just a weird place.
Really, yeah.
It's a really, really strange place. Just random stuff for this to be happening. I mean, obviously this is quite a common thing out here, where people are experiencing like alien sightings, Bigfoot stuff, Sasquatch, cryptid, whatever you want to call it. You know, Wendigos, Banshees, Skinwalkers. I don't know. Just seems all a bit mad, if you ask me. You know, especially like, you know, UK is such a small place, you don't really hear about it so much.
No.
But obviously it is like, it just seems to be like an ultra common thing. So, I don't know, let's just see what tonight holds.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. He's still not messaged back.
He hasn't messaged us back, so we don't know if he's even awake or what, but...
He's not at the bottom down there. Weird.
A bit nervous. I'm nervous. How are you feeling?
Alright. Just wondering why he's not replied back. That's really odd.
I don't see any torch action going on.
It's just weird. He's usually up as well doing this stuff, and it's just not up. What? I don't know. It's weird.
Right, we'll see.
Weird. This light's not even on. This light's not even on. Try give him a ring.
We just go in.
Let me ring him first. Just 1 minute, let me ring him. Just let me ring him. Just 1 minute.
Just gonna go in and see if he's here. Has he got it locked?
Yeah, it's not even... Is there? Yeah. It's weird, it's not even ringing.
Daniel. Hi. Can we come in? He's here.
Is he alright?
He's here.
It's weird how this thing's not going through though. Let's close that. Let's close that. Yeah, bro, honestly.
Don't, he hasn't got his hat on. You want to put your hat on, do you? Before he starts
Yeah,
filming.
yeah, check. Now it's working. What? Dude, that is so weird. It just wasn't. Well, and it's showing your last message I sent to you. It's not even gone through.
Which one?
Yo man, we just woke up. We'll be en route soon, dude.
I just read it.
What? You just read? What is going on? That's so weird.
It's crazy shit. This one is Osprey.
Alright, so it's officially 27 minutes past 3 in the morning now. Now, Daniel says this is like the prime hour for obviously doing the signalling, the 528, and obviously contacting whatever's in the sky. So this can be quite interesting, this. So, you know, like you said previously, you know, 9 times out of 10 we're pretty much going to get something. So this should be interesting. Might even hear the sounds we heard the other night. That'd be really interesting if, you know,
we get some stuff happening in the skies and the sounds then happening afterwards. That'd be really, really interesting. So we're just setting up now. And yeah, we're going to dial ourselves in, probably tune in and just keep our mind open and just let the things flow. So yeah, let's do this.
As the third night begins, yet again, it wasn't before long until we start to see some really fascinating unexplained lights from above.
Just watch.
Oh yeah, fucking hell.
I told you.
Oh my god.
What's going on?
It just like went straight down.
Really?
It's like a weird fireball looking.
Wow.
See, the thing is, if it was shooting stars or anything like that, we'd see it with the naked eye.
That was like glowing orange though, wasn't it?
See, it's strange because I did actually see an orange dot in the sky before.
That's what I thought I seen up there.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like kind of squinting trying to see it. It was so like minuscule.
Yeah. Whoa.
You saw it?
What is?
Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. What is that?
I know.
See, the thing, like literally, that is not a shooting star. You would literally see that with your eye.
It's not even that. It's just shooting stars they're not as pronounced. Even though this is a full spectrum camera.
Yeah.
They're not as pronounced. Like I've got shooting stars on video.
Yeah.
And they're completely different. That actually, the speed wasn't that fast, and it left it had like a weird afterglow, like a weird. But you'll see it in the.
How would you be able to kind of like distinguish that a UFO and like a fireball or like a little meteorite, for example?
Well,
how
for
would
one, there are no meteor showers until April.
Right.
So to see 1, 2, 3 different objects, and we've only been out here for 35 minutes, 40 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
That's not, if without a meteor shower, you're not going to see that much activity. On top of that,
But is it possible that you might just see one random fireball?
you could, but not it won't look like a fireball. A shooting star will just be like a real
dead quick.
you know.
Yeah.
But the other thing is this clearing is so small. We're getting such a small portion of the sky right now.
Yeah.
And the odds of getting that much activity in this teeny tiny window of the sky is just not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you, yeah.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
were
why
at
would
the
it show
entire-
itself exactly where we're looking and how we're trying to make contact?
And they almost always appear and disappear right here over the
Yeah.
clearing. And that's how it always starts. I mean, the longer we stay out here, I guarantee you it's going to get more pronounced. Like we'll start seeing like objects moving really slow, going over, and like
What?
you'll be able to see them with the naked eye.
I mean,
my
you've
God.
got that black, huge, gigantic, I don't know what is object behind the clouds.
It looks like a black disc.
like a black disc.
Yeah.
Like high in the sky, like what
3,000 feet. The clouds were 3,000 feet. I documented it from the weather site, the national weather site. Like I actually recorded it, documented the clouds that at that moment were 3,000 feet up. You can see the shadow of it in the cloud as it appears. It moves slightly and then it literally flips up on its end and travels across the sky. And then right when it gets to the edge of the clouds, it flips flat, and you can see it come out of the clouds. It's a black disc.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's not.
Like
that's not your normal stuff, is it? You don't tend to see that on a daily basis, do you? Do you know what I mean? So what is that?
It's these, whatever these are.
Yeah.
Something just clacked a rock.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So literally, Daniel's just about to tell us some private information.
Yeah. It's just stuff I don't really want to talk about in public yet.
Just heard
That's understandable.
rocks clacking in the background.
Right when we were telling this story, those rocks clacked.
Yeah. That's interesting. So obviously he's about to tell us, obviously, what he thinks and why he thinks this is happening. So he doesn't want to put it on the footage itself, but
There's a reason why. There's a reason why I think there's so much activity is
Yeah.
going on right now.
But we just heard the rocks clacking in the background, which is just like, we've been out here for a while and that's just happened.
Well, we've been out here for what, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, what was the
Maybe an hour.
banging the drums before though? Is that someone was playing the drums randomly?
If it was continuous, it wasn't a car. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, it was definitely continuous.
Never
Yeah, it
heard.
was, wasn't it? It went
Yeah.
on for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird, man, because one night me and my brother came out here back in the day, around the time when I first started seeing these, and we heard what sounded like some kind of a weird flute.
Really?
It was the eeriest music I've ever heard in my life. And it was like just on the wind. It was like this weird, ethereal, like flute type music. And he looked at me and he was like, I said, do you hear that? And he goes, yeah, what the fuck?
That's weird.
And so we like stood out there for a few minutes and then we went back in. And
That is weird. Do you know what else is weird, right? Now this is freaky. So that flute sound, I actually heard that years ago with me and my brother in the house.
What?
And it was so bizarre before the big main event. Yeah, it was like this. It was almost like slowed down and like it's like
yeah.
the pitch tones like up and down. That's slow. It's like
that's the same thing here, yeah.
Yeah.
Except there was no wind.
yeah,
And it was like there was like it was literally a flute that was changing. That was going.
yeah.
It
What's
was
that
this
about?
really
innit?
weird tune.
But that's what me and my brother was hearing years ago.
As Daniel begins to tell us about some personal information he doesn't want recording, we get interrupted once more by what appears to be screaming in the distance. Our camera's audio barely picks up on the sound we are all hearing.
That wasn't a coyote.
Night shot.
Look at her.
Yeah, look, Freya.
What is that?
Yeah, what is
Sounds like screaming.
Yeah, that screaming sound. That kind of sounds similar to the one you caught.
Yeah,
captured
doesn't
in
it?
audio.
It does.
Oh my god.
You can hear it.
I got these.
Oh God.
What is that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What?
That's what I was telling you about. I told you. That's that same little whistle I told you about.
It's called. Why do you keep doing it?
What is? Yeah, it's like me. Yeah.
It's far away anyway. It sounds really far away.
Sounds like it's coming from the woods.
That whistle was right here, man. It was literally in the trees right here.
Yeah.
In this wooded area right
Oh
here.
my God.
What is going on?
Same stuff I've been dealing with for 3 years now, man.
Yeah.
Longer, really, if you consider back when I first started seeing these lights. Dude, they're here, man. I'm telling you. There was a flash here, a response to that signal when it cut the camera, and then that just now that we got. There'll be more.
Yeah.
The longer we stay out here, the more will start happening.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
It's so bizarre, isn't it?
We should get you that. I need to get you that hammer. Seriously.
Weird.
We should stay out here, man. I'm telling you. We're gonna get something crazy. I had a feeling we would, just because of the eclipse
Yeah.
and the comet, both. The devil comet. At the same time.
So freaky, man.
After hearing the strange sounds from beyond, we get straight into playing the frequencies to try and make visual contact with the UAPs.
it's a shame.
Listen. Freya, honey. Is that a siren? Is it?
What? The hell is that?
I don't think that's a siren.
No, it's like oh,
Like a weird
like
howl.
like an air raid siren. Like the bottom end of it, you know, when you turn them off.
But it's not. It sounds like a howl.
Yeah.
The dogs are going crazy.
They're not dogs. That's not
What's
dogs. Oh, it is a siren. Those are coyotes.
Are
It's
they?
coyotes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a siren.
No, the that noise. What is that?
Alright, so just not been filming off the night vision camera. We've had the other camera on static. Daniel's actually captured some other stuff on his camera there as well, so that's been quite interesting. But we're going to try something a little bit different now. We're going to try do a bit of spirit box whilst Daniel's looking through the camera and just see what happens. But we've been listening to this weird whirring sound now. I don't know if the other camera's going to pick this up or not. I'm not too sure. It's been going on for about 5 minutes, but it was like wind coming through like a gap of a door or something like that. Ooh, that kind of sound. And that went on for about 5 minutes, kept it coming and going, so I'm hoping that one of the camera's audios actually picked that up. But let's just try this and see what happens. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this. Why did you say Dan? You just said Dan.
Dan, yeah.
You just said Dan.
They croak.
They croak.
They croak.
Or cloak.
Or they cloak,
Cloak.
maybe, yeah.
I'm listening.
I say Danny.
I think so.
Danny.
That's my dad. That's my dad's name.
Nikki.
Nicky. You just said Nicky.
Did it?
Yeah, you just said Nicky.
Wow.
One man.
See the record. Nikki
See
was
it, just
Dan's old dog. I just want to put that on there.
Yeah. He just said see it. Can you show yourself to Daniel right now?
Yes.
Can you signal to Daniel now? Can?
Oh my gosh. No way. It just did.
No way.
What?
It just did.
Really?
It just did.
But he did say can.
And it was bright as can be.
Oh my god.
God.
I'm serious. You said, can you signal to Daniel? And it said yes. And then it just went.
Wow.
But it did say can just
Yeah.
before you seen it.
I'm serious, man. Like that was
Whoa.
the timing could not have been any more
Wow,
inexplicable.
that's made me go goosebumps, that has. Well, do you know what I mean? This is obviously proven to
You
be
said
like some sort of
seven. I
link.
signaled a circle of 7 points. And then you said, can you signal to Daniel? And it said can, and then it shot through right here.
Wow, that is insane. Wow.
Well, I guess the spirit box was a good idea.
Yeah.
No meteor showers until April. There are no meteor showers right now. There should not be any type of meteorite activity unless you're talking about the occasional shooting star. But that was not a shooting star, that first one.
Crazy. Did it have that typical like weird wiggle thing?
I have to review it, but it was as bright as those were.
Let's try this again.
And this is the same section of sky as I caught those other ones.
Yeah.
Coming down in the same place into
No
the
way.
woods back here. Yeah.
Can you show yourself to Daniel again?
Look up.
Turn.
Turn.
Well, that's
There's
what.
an orb. I got an orb.
He's just
Wow.
he's
I've
I've got
catching
an
them.
orb. Look, look, look. Right where I'm signaling. Watch. Right there. You
No
might
way.
be able to see it with your naked eye. You got to be able to see that.
No, I
No.
can't see it.
Keep watching. Keep watching. You will. You will. Watch. Right there. Watch right there. You don't see that.
Nope, can't see it.
You will. It's.
Oh,
Can you see it?
I think I can.
Yeah.
What? Where? I can't see this.
You have to really focus,
It's
Karl.
moving, and it's really slow. Very slow.
Can you see it
said,
right
"Can
now,
you
then?"
show
Yeah, I
yourself
can-
again?" And this thing started moving.
What? I can't see it.
Right there. Watch right there. It's slowly moving to the south right now. Do you see it, Sarah?
Yeah,
I can't see this.
you have to really, really like look.
I've got it on camera.
No
You'll
way.
see it. I'm following it right now.
What is going on?
Wow.
Should I ask? Let's see if we can maybe signal back or something like flash.
Yeah.
It's so bright. You just said it's bright.
Yeah.
Can you signal to Daniel right now? You can. Yes.
Yeah, it said I adjust and then you see me or something.
John.
Keep left.
Keep left. Is it what? Which way is it
I'm
moving?
looking to the left right now.
What's going on?
This is, I'm
keep
looking to
left.
my left right now.
Oh,
All right, I'll hold it to the left right here. I'm watching.
from.
Portal.
It said
Portal.
portal. It did say portal.
Yeah.
You got another?
Right here.
Oh my god.
It's moving so slow.
This is madness because we literally just can't see this. Like,
Yes, you can. You should be able to see this one. It's moving really slowly. Again, north to south, almost perfectly. It's right here. Look, right where I signal, right
Yeah.
there. You don't see that moving?
No.
You got to be able to see
I
that.
literally just can't see it, man.
Sarah, you don't see that? Bless you. Oh, look, right here. Right there, look, right there. You have to see that. There's no way you can't see
Dude,
that.
Oh wait. Yeah.
There's two. You
Whoa.
can't see that right now?
No, I
Bro,
literally can't-
come on, look, right there.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see it moving.
Oh shit! Yeah, look. No, I can see it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see it. It's orange.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh my god! Look.
It's actually moving
that is so slow.
to the right, like.
Yep, and the other one's still moving really slowly as well.
Wow. Look, Karl.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see
Oh
that right now.
my God.
What?
No flashing lights, no noise.
The
Look
thing
how
is, like,
slow.
Look at it.
The thing is, we spoke about this, right? If it was a satellite, they'd be all going in one direction.
You can still
It
see
wouldn't
that.
come back on itself.
Look at it.
That is crazy. What is going
Oh
on?
my God.
What? Can you see it really clear on that camera, Daniel?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What the hell is going
Whoa.
on? No way. Things I've seen satellites loads of times, but that is not a satellite.
No. Where's it gone now?
It's still here. It's still going. It's just moving
Oh yeah, I see it.
really
I see it
slowly.
now.
I'm trying to get a response. There's another.
What?
There's another. Shh. No way. Yeah, this one is still moving so slow.
No way.
Right there.
Yeah.
You see it?
Wow.
It's just doing a passover, like it's just observing. It's not fading.
Oh my god.
That is so bizarre.
Satellites fade when they go from horizon to horizon.
Hell.
I'm losing it behind the tree though. It's speeding up.
It's speeding up.
It's
Where?
speeding
I
up.
can't see it now, it's gone.
I see it. I'm watching it behind the tree.
Whoa!
Ah, I got it.
Oh my god!
What?
I just
missed
seen it.
I missed it.
Oh my god!
I
What?
got it. I got it.
Oh my god!
What?
You should have seen that then.
Tell me that was a meteorite. That was not.
That was definitely not like a shooting star or anything. Like, what the hell was that?
And it did it right where we were watching.
That was like to me that looked like it was blue,
Wow.
like a blue streak
I got it
of
on
light,
camera.
but it wasn't.
I got
it
it
wasn't
on
a shooting
camera.
star.
I got it on camera.
Oh my god.
What the holy shit! Oh my god, man, that was incredible.
I don't see it.
We are literally 3 hours away from sunrise. There's no sunlight over the horizon right now. Another?
Where?
Right here? Right there? Watch
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
You see it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's moving like up towards us, like. Oh my god. Where's it gone?
It's still there. It's still right here.
It must be moving quicker than the last one, though.
Yeah, this one actually speeding up. Another?
What is going on?
Right here? You see it?
Yeah.
I can't see this one.
This one's moving quicker. That actually might be a satellite. It's dim enough. I don't know though.
After many hours of investigating the skies and collecting more UAP evidence than we hoped for, it was time for the conclusion. But before we even managed to set up the camera, the noises that we captured on the first night began to happen even in the daytime.
How weird is that?
They're always constantly playing tricks.
Really?
They look like little furry humanoids.
Weird, isn't it?
Here.
What's that about? That's so strange.
Well, I mean, the Bigfoots are known to, they don't just walk up. They've also been known to like crawl up and like lay low.
There.
They've been known to lay low on the ground and like lay on the ground. And,
Really?
Yeah.
And this is just all private woodland right here.
Yeah.
Right, it's like someone's moving around in the back.
That's our property right here.
But this is where the rock sounds were clacking the other night. What's going on? Man, that is so strange.
I told you, man.
What is going on in this place?
I know.
Okay, so it's officially the day after last night's activities. Why? I'm just confused.
but fascinated beyond belief. When we left last night, we were just like, what the hell is going on? But this is linking to your theory of obviously interdimensional stuff, you know, angels coming through. I mean, how is it that we was asking stuff in the spirit box as we was looking at the skies, and it came through saying, you know, we can, and then boom, straight away, you know, the thing in the sky just appeared.
Right. That's like I've said all along. You asked it something about how do you get here, and it said pray.
Yeah.
And then said something about heaven.
Yeah. So do you think it's like, because you're praying and things, you've kind of like manifested this in some way?
I mean, I don't know if it's so much me. I just think it's that I think we all have that connection.
Yeah.
I really do. I think anybody could do what I do. I don't think there's anything special about me over anybody else. I think that as long as you put your mind in the right place, your heart in the right place, and you live your life the right way, I think it's anybody could have that same type of communion and experience. I really do.
So when you first started doing this, would you say the activity was as prominent as it is like last night, or, you know, previous nights?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know, something's knocking back here.
Yeah.
Back when I first started doing it, it was just the occasional, you know, object that would shoot past when you signal.
Yeah.
And I only discovered it just by chance. And then the orbs would show up, but no, I never got any responses. I mean, they never interacted directly that I'm aware of, unless you want to consider those experiences I had when I was a kid. If it's all related to that, I don't know, man. That's crazy. We keep hearing these wood knocks back here, like something's knocking.
Yeah. Which obviously is a part of all this.
Right.
It's like something shuffling through. What? It's like someone just smacking.
Yeah.
It's like the more you talk
Could it be an
about
animal?
Yeah.
No, why would they be? The more you talk about it, the more.
Yeah, the more it's happening, the more we speak about it. So was this kind of stuff happening when you first started doing it?
This place has always been special.
Yeah.
This area has always had some type. That's when we bought the cabin. When my dad first bought that cabin, the sign out front was always there. It says Enchanted, 1875, and it's lived up to the name.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. We've always seen shadow figures. We've always had doors that open. We had doors that open on their own. Stuff that bangs on the doors in the cabin. Voices. You know, you were talking about that when you were DJing, that music that came in from nowhere earlier. Yeah. I had a cassette tape, a Metallica tape back in the day that I was playing. And at the end of a tape, you know how they would flip and it would play the other side automatically. Well, there's always that long bout of silence before the tape runs out and then it would flip. Well, in that silence, all of a sudden there was a voice recorded that was whoa on mine, and it scared the hell out of me. Yeah, but how did that get on there? You know, it's the same type stuff.
From obviously spending the whole 40 hours, 3 days solid, doing this stuff, it's safe to say that the stuff you're capturing is totally unexplained, beyond imagination. Like, the amount of years I've been doing this, and finally witnessing it last night with my eyes, and it's just like, what the hell? And it linking with Spirit Box, I just can't get over how crazy that is.
There's no denying it. I mean, you actually said, can you signal to him right now? And then over the Spirit Box it said, we can, and then boom.
Yeah.
Can?
Oh my gosh, no way. It just did.
No way.
If that's not solid proof, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, the only other proof that you could give to somebody is showing it to them firsthand.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so much you can show people, and if at that point they choose not to believe, then
And that's
you know,
on
enjoy
them. If they choose
your
not to believe it, then that's their own, you know.
Well, this is it. I mean, like I said too, you know, before, it's not about, you know, forcing people to believe. It's all about, this is what we're living, this is our experiences, and we just want to share the experiences with everyone who's watching, who are fascinated and curious about, you know, the paranormal, the cryptids, the mythology, the angelic stuff. You just all things unexplained.
Yep.
You know?
I think they all relate. I mean, just as like the old sayings go, as above, so below, as within, so without. You know, whatever you allow to live within you, it's going to manifest in the world around you.
Yeah.
You know, if you're closed-minded and you believe only in black and white, your world is
You're not gonna
probably
get very far in
going to be
life.
only black and white.
Yeah, it's just that. It's very shut off.
That's what I was going to say. If you don't want to believe, then enjoy your, in my opinion, bland
Your own
existence.
Existence, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Right?
I do believe that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think life's a lot more interesting when you leave the door open for all possibilities.
Yeah, without a doubt, definitely. I mean, being here for the past 3 days has 100% changed my perspective on my views on the paranormal. I mean, you've been saying to me for a long time, it's like, you need to come in, man, and just experience it. And I was like, and I'm looking at your footage, and I'm just like, that's no satellites, that's no shooting stars. You know, I've seen my fair share of shooting stars and satellites. You know, and what we're seeing on video countless of times, and last night, and obviously on the first night, along with, you know, the voices coming from the woods. Funny enough, we're hearing the knocks now.
Right.
What the hell, man? That for me is just 100% solid proof there is something out.
I started off thinking it was aliens, like maybe
Yeah.
beings from another planet, you know, using wormholes or whatnot. But then I started digging into the occult and the esoteric. And the more I did that, the more I realized that there's a very strong spiritual aspect to all of it.
Yeah.
And so it kind of pulled me back to my roots, which were Christianity. And then I started digging into those aspects of the esoteric and the occult. And it just started all matching up. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
What people back in the day called angels or daemon or daimon or whatever you want to call it, all of those entities, the watchers, all of that stuff, you know, we just call it a different name. You know, we have technology they didn't have. We have an understanding that, well, at least we think that they didn't have, you know, about space and spacecraft, and so we call them UFOs and we call them aliens, but it's the same. I think they're the same. They've been here the whole time.
Are you happy to do the EMF test?
I don't know. I feel like I'm already putting myself out there as kind of a weirdo as it is. You know, I'm pretty fringe with all of this already. All right. Well, years ago, I was sitting on the couch with a girlfriend I had at the time, and I looked down, and there was a little rice-shaped object under my skin, and I was like, "What in the hell is this?" And she goes, "Oh my gosh!" And she poked it and basically pushed it back in. I was like, "Oh no!" And I haven't been able to find it until recently. I found it. It has moved. It's up under my arm now. I have no idea what it is, but it gives off EMF, whatever the hell that means.
I mean, it's not the first time this has happened to people. Like, people have found what is known as nanotubes. They seem to move. If they break up, they kind of develop and move into other stuff. There's been people who've had operations where they found like weird circular metallic or this kind of like objects inside
slivers of metals that you can't make on Earth. And stuff. I know. When I found it, I started looking into all of that stuff, and I'm just like, what?
But you had a weird observance when you was younger, with the whole traffic light thing and that weird experience. And obviously,
I've had more. I just didn't tell you about them.
Well, there we go. They've got more experiences. So who's to say that, you know, somewhere down the line you've been one of the chosen ones?
Nah, I don't like saying that I'm special. I just feel uncomfortable saying that I'm different than most people. You know?
Why though, innit? It's just, I mean, think about it.
Here it was again.
So I don't think it's weird at all, because what is impossible?
Nothing.
Well, exactly.
Only what you call impossible, you know. And even then, sometimes you get shown your ass. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, from obviously your videos, everything I've seen, and obviously the stories you tell me and everything, you know, I'm 100% believing it. I want to do an EMF test on my knee.
He's never done it.
I've never done this.
We'll talk about it. Maybe we'll do it when we get back up.
Should we do you first?
Maybe we'll do it when we get back up. Right, we'll talk about it. We'll leave it as a cliffhanger, and then maybe throw it in at the end of the video.
All right. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty much guaranteed. I will be returning.
Give you a reason to watch the credits. You know, at the end of the credits. maybe he'll put it after the credits.
Yeah.
That way you can see all the people that support the channel. So.
There we have it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but in the meantime, just don't get abducted, will you?
Yeah, please don't.
I might.
He wants to.
If I ever go missing, You'll know why. They moved to this location in 1875. Yo. Hold up, man. That turned sideways before it came down. Look, look, look.
Yeah, look at that.
Yep, no flashing lights, no anything. Another fast streak went right past it, right behind it. Oh my gosh.
Can?
Oh my gosh. No way. It just did.
No way.
It just did.
Really?
It just did.
But it did say can.
And it was bright as can be.
Whoa!
I got it.
I just see it. That, oh my god.
I got it.